and fashion the beer. What will be? Who goes here? What was your radio? About to ask my account, about to go, about to onion to quack, about to go, about to have Oko, when a panel, yeah, Joe, be out of Mimi will away, and also go to Maba, what over the answer. I should give before money here. And yes, what over the quack. Yes, over the part I ran into call my mother. Who crying? Even Oko, what do you know to me? I should get a Sebenya Batra. Na abatu ano ubakwa no goto tie entokwa wunya basa wunya emfasu de bia ma watu awie ukofie akotwe radio mutie abatu asema yakan abatu anyentoko abatu anyentokwa abatu ekokumo
Election warehouse.
Election warehouse no obi antie OTEC FM. Dru hobiemo Ghana ye koto aba eye mampani ne yemra se badwafo ahodo enti na OTEC FM election warehouse ya fa ato ye ho se ye beti asimonten so na ya bo asomdwe hu dawuro se de be ya Ghana ya somdwe ekura ye no e be koso ekura se kusua na emmo enti ene da ya tiasi kedetia abonten so aye ne yenuama no adwadifo binum edi nkomo na omunso atire omadwen omunso de omafutusem amma Ghana fo binum a dru abatuo se ya amanyofo binum ebo mpa amumu ye tuturasem afi we die OTEC FM election warehouse ya faatu ya hozo se ye behwe se sane mani nyina ano be brase na Ghana so atumi afa ne ntoma pa afira enti dimati na yenko nkotie ensemu a Ghana fo bi ewo kafa asomdue hu
pacho asomdue sem de mobi ka kire Ghana fo kire se me ankasa matona Walton country eye Cote d'Ivoire abatuo mpenche se na kofa asa atokwa ne baaye na kura no so ne afre dokoi na nipa nam so obuwu saa amansem no mu no wo mu wie echi so no politicians be ye baako a ye be sa be di yen so e na de mi hu ne se ye beto abase ya wo mu edom kodi nkwase asem no wo mu so ye nkrofo mo politician bia no wo be yusu ne ba e dina kodi nkwase asem okwa akofo obi a ne ba wase ya onum koke ni wi aba be di nkwase asem ne mo ba se o ma ne butu wi ya ye be di ade o wo ma ne edom akotena abrochire no san krofo ne be sa be di yen so ne ye manu a sebe ya tete ye botomu a ye ne abre ye ho no no be ye wishless e bedu ba bi ne asa ka che so papa kura no wa mobra esanse o papa ama wo wankodi nkwase asem ankoye se de obeye yi eti meme de me wo no me ba bi no election ayi bi obedi nkwase asem even party t-shirt wa ma me ba nhye bi ana wakodi demonstration aso koye bibi me ba kodi party ko fa party t-shirt ba wa no na wo free na akodi bia no de ba na akodi nachi esanse abatu mu manso se mono edinsem bebrebe ba ana Ghana so e wo se akoye se MPP ni NDC se aban no kura bibi na so kwakakra no ani atage je akoye we NDC we su kwakakra se we MPP etini ehia wodo kroye eno se ye de tron man mu na bi se bibia bekoso ma abato no anya ne nyina atrase aye yadwuma ne ntokwasem bia nkofa baabi ma medamase de me woka no.
Okay, midin the lady na me so agen kakra me wofa ho ne se abato aye betu no asumdue ne ye pa ma o man Ghana nti ukwa so ya omache no akodi line no akoto aba uwia no abafie na wa twen kopem se ye bebobo internet TV any radio station obi ti se OTEC FM nti utnas na utia de course ni na obehu eno ne ye better than say obekọ honom no akọ hwebie bia de asembe brown nti utna ofie na utia anasa wo hwa eno nso de asumdue kese ebe brown na brown man Ghana ni na
oh me de me yema anka yenyina yebewie nanka yato abana sa ni jeso but ya nipa
sir Dwabrem Jumadi esuni ya boaguramu ene eye bnada November bosome no da etoso aduonu nsia e wa fimpim yenu ne aduonu nan ni mu meaning the cash na yesin konwa hia no se Bila Radio Krajumedian live e was Spain GN Radio so e was London na ye drew UK Monteso e Patmark Radio Bar Radio Mansan Radio Brainy Radio and Sahara Radio na Case Radio ni wonum television e was Paris France abrochimemu Dachima Radio wa Denmark Rakus FM and so e was Belgium na Sky FM abeka e was Columbus USA Ohio e ho e na wonum Krajumedian no emu na shanu se free sabre ya baby akasa fidie koduru no information centers ahodo atwa ye ho ahia nyina su Krajumedian nim live ite bomodiana channel so on your social media handles no Facebook and us YouTube ahoye OTEC 1029 FM OTEC 1029 FM and I'll bet you Dwabrem www.otecfmghana.com so asemu fast and seminu krojin the producer CJ Louis Rastaman even say JC Kappa if you are bedu catch papa bi onu ngina executive producers meaning say of course also ajebre out of for your busy schedule akwa basonko ena me de ema wo na make out say ensem ba ko mienu miense bi adi animu no mesisi ni ngina so de ama o na eye sonon asogli 560 megawatt power plant no Yanyantia from the finance minister Ura Muhammad Amin Adam on the energy minister Herbert Krapper Omamiatias yes achese ashe operations ase after a year aban penyin for any asoglim penyin for so tenas ye no plant na sha se ye adwuma enti a free sabre koya no $259 million excluding fuel na de tie bia no oma ye hwehwe se de be ya plant no ebetumi ahase aye adwuma na mekao say ahead of the 2024 elections no so no all ballot papers ye tie bia efri sabria nkosi na de chia de na papers ni na regions no baabia na chese obia ensa kane de enti ye momodian ye hye ne so enti omo kira isi ama ya tiase se omo deploy 13 regions already. Not just say Aka Northern region, Bono region, and a Bono East. And the three outstanding regions are. It was a ballot papers no echo honum. Enti ningina so ayen sema underway. Yedi ningina bebreo. But now Shraj issues say Oma clear Reverend Kusi Boateng of a year conflict of interest. Say whether a conflict of interest. Yes, a sensitive issue. Whatever the issue takes, and a lot to go into it. Na afi yahwe dieko. Papa no okofa expose no ba no. You will hear from him today. Na enchaye oti se enra mene minority majority leader Eddie Komonra. Na waka bibi se Aye Rafa Nyomakin. Wabomodin atro krata so omo recall parliament. Na minority for so abomodin akase debida. Omo reject aye parliamentary recall no. Ose wo mo kwaje si ato aba na wie. Ene ho nsem bebre ni ade ade a. Ensam de dos badan sana no. Ma me call Dawood Herbal Hospital. Me ba e be di dwa kakra. Shane so se enamene honorable Okujeto Ablakwa. Mrashe bedwani a owo North Tongue obati se meneno ebedi enkomo ene honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa meneno bedi enkomo ene wiei sadia be abibia ensem bi eda ho no obedi oni ebedi hu enkomo na dansa na mam ko Dawood Herbal Hospital na memrasisia Dawood mra afi nem koba ebedi enkomo akanyina sada
kashi Ghana dio
oh yes.
Wedding. Kashi, Doctor Sochiao.
My genius so papa.
Kashi Chiatifu.
Etifu.
Ujumedi 1 year here on Facebook Live or Amanone. It should be a Sabri. And then Tuesday. Apumudi Monkomani BD.
That's right.
It's about politics, no about to a brainy. It is about say, oh, I'm holding a brain so I know I quite. de o beto ama yes ahoden wo ho nko ade a ene yare bia ne we betwitwa wakwam enti na Dawude ba hospital ebri no ye de esi wo se ene eni nkomo kakra enti ye chia ono na ye kai wo se yare a yesade ye ntimi nkanwie ajise we ni ne how de a aso your doctor inside the area.
That's right.
Enti baby a wo free bia no Dawude ba hospital say bomade anetu anamombra kasha ade ba ko ekoso pa ye very common e come say be say 1 month ni ade na very consistent your friend is a prostrate mema ono prostrate ho aka kasha ekoso pa e ba papa enti be me bia wo ti bia no ye besere wo say obi nkasa yare mra na emum na obi wo ha cash before suban bi say ye hu sade ne ba ye tena wa manage gu ansa wo no ehunu say nansan the way awo ne Johnson no ko no enkoyie o Johnson kro obechima ansa na kakraba but still da so tete ho Mr. Wu hwe anase wu ti OTEC sabria bomade na tu anamon bra
okay
me say da bia me ba ya me ka say se wu hia ba ma bi a hye no rubber pain and obi a ya hye ne catheter bi sa ne say e how be no fam wa man bi sun doctor nim say se bi akwada o say doctor na me nim nsanom sa de we nti ya hye ne catheter no be say 4 years iya ne ya hye ne foforo cash mine no say o say edrus wanum bia pains na ya ofam na no odin onim say na ya hwe papa na ma catheter no why free why catheter free
na catheter no kra no the amount ne say obreso na wo ye healed say a say do ni correct ma opa enye wo na be yi
oh enu emu be
you say we no kra yi afili o feeling
I tell you why be ever ye the drum man no prospect
okay
say I had the man in the US na o sha say so isu edru na anaju ave wasn't ni tie na catheter na yi
ebe yi
no so Fred doctor that night Fred doctor sa
nya dante o
debi
dante de skabano ebe yi
of Fred doctor say hey doctor ade na ehu na doctor say ade o say catheter na yi o bibi anyame na doctor say ko try he say famu a o ye no Fred doctor enemu o ene say me ho atom ene say eja de o hwe ado no
drobe na bie
ewu da o eti baby a o hwe bia no say o prostrate no ho atochema me sure bra Dawude ba hospital every time bia one guy bia Dr. Cash obai na nipa mobo ye de tube na fa ne nche mu ha sei yade ya ti be me bia wo hwe bia Dr. Dawude say entwen mani nusu ansa so anamon bra say ya shall rubber kra wo de bra doctor be treat you ama catheter na yi wo de ne nyen time ye shall rubber but o junso a wo bre obi te sa junso de ne pa so obeya obi nse na ya se ayiri sei papa bia obae che say doctor anya fast anka consulting wa Johnson na se no ho from anopa to anwumre what is a Johnson de no ye manifest da na bie obi nso de ne ye ka say an prostrate no emu abie an large enti o Johnson kra wo hu eba bebre aso ye ma odura obi nse ebe close kama o Johnson ai ba kama sabi obi kan say Johnson de na ne nam ne nan so papa bi ana say o fa bi e wo sa ha we mu aka kire ne say Dr. Dawude o wa adwo so krapa Metro FM
that's right
o say yemra na me pa che wo be dru so a oh e prostrate free because me man ba wonu say pagya ejawum pa papa bi one ne ba ono ade ne ba ba ne ba na guy ne kan ne ha we nyina wie no say doctor pagya no bomodiana bo amina say niam ankoyi say infection syphilis say ha no na what mean say damage na dru bi oni papa ne ya ne ba no doctor so onko ye labs mra na papa na say knock in e consulting o boss say doctor na me ba no wa ha nti amekura Obekano kre eti daddy baby a wuti ebia no bomodin abra ese be ma wuti ase a obe menwu ade ne ma be ma hojojo ya rebi ti se pressure kakra na obi pia kosoro ma week ma ye week won paso obo say obi timi frozen doctor me ho sorry yes me come yire ho am ye me hye me anajo obi nso okọ ba ko obey ya ji the next day areho brada wo de ba hospital na oba prostrate no said yeti bi e be treat e de amount so o mema sem nso da fom ti ma Dr. Dawood say bra doctor number is 0244 88 64 37 0244 88 64 37 0244 88 64 37 cash pressure no you say am so e kosoro enkrofo pressure e kosoro papa moja bro so are very common could you believe say the young guy by 17 years na reho enti se wuti ya mesro o pressure daddy mama brother would about hospital e bebo because e no na ma stroke no you see I very common stroke to me ya akoda etimi ya pani obo se ne fa jojo se bi obi nama adaga e bi sun ka mu ma me reho se ne boss ne former boss no head the way o twa kwan ni mu no stroke the way all brain knows areho enti so o de sie bia nya stroke Dr. Dawood say enkechi fa na bra se ne fa na adwojo
ya de bia ba o de sie bi so a
edin wonu ma setena edin o papa edin
it's not wasting time.
That's right. It's not wasting resource like sika kom enye easy obi o ha ya ton na japade o stroke hu
yeah.
You see a cry battle the didn't say call hospital crying.
A problem.
Dawood about hospital there's fanebra. Bomodia fanebra. Say ebia na say bi stroke na ma na no achia.
Yeah.
O kasa ai mayi ne ketre mani mu ayidu. Fanebra obe kasa kama na nsa na wo se ewu. Ne nan na enya adwuma no ebe work kama. Dawood about hospital. Na ayata ko check up. Wakoma tabo peri na de bia na ote ho edru tabia wuti every week ni ti pai na best 4 times di inti na wuti ta pai o brother we ba hospital edru anadwo akọ kete so a wunti men na maame bi ba doctor enim na oba o say doctor present me say movie bi say twice kura na yeyi a doctor metna o hebi inti men na enti Dawood ba hospital say bra to anamon bra ebia na ye kasai wo de na diabetes because pressure na diabetes esichire de no mojabro so kabomu a ene de stroke ba esichire de medru ba bia wo dwonso to aso ntentem dwonso no nso bebre kakra bo nsa ensu komo de wo kakra na ensu komo de wo ewom say weather ni mu ye dry ya no munsuo dodo but ebi wo ha na ebro so obi wo diabetes wo jan so dwonso ha say ye hwie nsu egu bucket mu a ye hwie Bebre brother Dawood ba hospital wotena ka mu kakra bia na ne nase pagya omra Dawood ba hospital yes I ka wo say infections no nso ebu enye oba bia na be ma bia na obehia na obehunso obi because ade no until say obe kan hwe unhu ena obi kura ho a ye de wo no syphilis no per se ye de free awom obi wa ne maame ye de wo no free awom enti obo say di ni nya tran system ni mu ache guy be obai or say doctor say consulting ha mesi me yi me be ma kire wa obesun aka I say jot kete na asan atwa akohyem ene hu nyina ye kuro areho asan tensa bi de egu no ho ye de ne to adro so after 2 weeks obai na nsan na hye obo say doctor o adro pa say wonim community ofrim by or every 2 weeks oba de obi ba
I can't so be signboard on
that's right it is a yare bi how bi enam yare syphilis was so gonorrhea chlamydia obo hepatitis B how mesro to anamon bra Dawood ba hospital where just so krapa oba ye beboa ye ba ye nipa bebre aba obi ba wo say doctor me pese me tu kwan enso me kwaya medicals me hepatitis B me ntimi nko ye de ne tu aduro so a won say ye ya na dem one guy bi nyame adom a November ya na oko oba ye ne de ne ni ache ofrefidwa ase enti Dawood ba hospital sebra syphilis na ma odwa area ho kekawa mesra obra
Dawood Herbal Hospital
ona sit me show syphilis doc ehu
na anya doctor kan na minim se syphilis no se echire nsunsu aso do so sa
ehu papa it me ma otri nwi nyina tutu
etumi ma osisi ya
yes osisi wechi kase otimi ebetima mo wani obeda nya
syphilis betumi atete one have be spinal problem
that's right areho na san ama na se show se mako wakoma hutimi wo se pane oba bi wo ha se bi onyinsan ya na sai na nya miscarriage syphilis e cause sa ne ma nyina enti obi tie na owonem yare bia
okay
on the omra say you gonorrhea syphilis chlamydia omra difference e what syphilis and gonorrhea mu ne say gonorrhea na odwun so a wote yaw emu ye oya obema na oba no syphilis and so dey kekaye mesro ye chi akwan wa adwo krapa old metro FM building name have sign for fair glass nko a ba se ni nyina glass ye adwuma no pa 7 am Eko come say enyumre no num Dr. Dawood number ni ye ko 0244 88 64 37 0244 37 Dawood Eba Hospital drama yarisa kashi
Mami money adwuma udan ya ye fe
mira me da se na esomo ye no na aka o
eno de anyine ho mami aha dan ya ya boso fefefe nyina eye donima sea complex ahunu se etoda enua ye de boya dan so no eta hunu anase mpo emuta kokko a eba saa na dan ne nyunu enti odi DSL alloying steel trusses enadia ye de go dan so aba eda bia utumi di go so efo ena enwe na achen enti se odi DSL alloying steel trusses yi ego dan so wia na odi donima NMK premium roofing sheets and chancing aboso aka ho oh na chese adwuma na NMK premium roofing sheets and chancing donima dia bay ye o ma hodo ye wo NMK lawn span alloying and the governance IBR and NMK nails emupia so se woni sika donima e ma otua ne kakra wenum ye latest producer donima dia ba abeka dada ne
entimi nkɔ he
kwasafo YF Johnson obenjiare anafre 0244 126625 and 0540 101 555 donima steel complex babia at the power F
enye da ya agwe ne nyepe ntinke ye besere ganafo yesere mo entokwa bi enim ano baba ye bi enim yesere mo epa mo cho mo me nyina ye nyekro de ade ne sano no wo wi ni ayemfama no nye ntokwa nipa bi a ye nipa na emom e ya adwenche na ya na obi a che ye besere ka mu ntokwa no so munyai ni nyina de ntokwa bana no se ka ye
if you to abana enye ne basa bia ni honoma esi na de meka ne se rundown aka be se 30 days na ye kwakoto aba na se di nim no aya na Ghana no akoye sebe emponchi tokwa omkuku ni kakra na abafom na de mesere ne se ihia sumbie na asumbie ihia me teacher ni sabio sepasa yesia meye den na matimi akọ classroom se me kwakọ kira de na beden na nkura no so kra no a omo ye minus no omo matimi abase omo so baba besua de enti de mesere ne se ne asi akura yaso biemu efiri mra tenten sha ase to aba no boni bia nsie no saa na mesere oman no eye the clergy mesere eye akufuado ene the other political parties a omo ka ho empo ebesi eye ekwedonko a wanya ba biko the replacement and I said nipa baba be replacing no na asundwe abua ne nyina yetimi anom ama Ghana so afanfa ho de tikakra metimi aka
yo mpo ya sel kan na yete mabi ni tibi bombisi e kate Dwabrem election le kate yete kensula te bore suma aham te bor zaba so de zango men enkuntan kaba pa ahoye kenzang ballot box kekento mayina bambwar ba ligila bam mengla bakuza baga bibi tana ta kenzang box la katamba mbe yang la ka ba fa arti bi keke et ka teng be so enwa la ko sonte te berme yame lampa election time yin ken sui vote ba kulen yin eduon lampa karwa ma ki wo ge radio ka wom on di wa Ghana nit on di wa ba wa Ghana nit te bode suma ka te bo sesiela on di wa Ghana nit on te tana ka tenga so matete yin ken sui vote la ba le yin e po ani bi amade ba ka ba pa he kikenza e ri nya marpa nge nge ngwa la ko sonte mbelu ya me mabi lampa pa ka ye to asego tan fa bi tan ba apepe bi ka ba pa harba zongo bi ka ba pa harba ye ya mapang la tamata do ayeta ngwa ya ban ka suma antana ta to wabe kan belu ya me ka yeri ya so ya me election la ya ban ka ten la suma ampone kan po ya zuo to yanko enua we so na ono so kakra on fan so na yentie no menua odi ni sei
e frame Musa Asoma
ante ye beto aba afutu sem ben na wode ma Ghana fo e fa asomdwe ho abra ente na ye beto aba yi
ma asam no say ye beto
Election warehouse. Election warehouse.
Election warehouse. Election warehouse no obi antie OTEC FM.
About to have Wena pano ye je obi a ode owo mimi wo we usu wo we eno nso kwa kuti mo aba papa ba bia tena asumde be fo manim ne hia enye se we to ba wen to kwa ye to ba wina pa to awe ne to kwa manim a wo kwan ai mo na wo ko wo tu nya no tu nya be eje asumde e bibia
Dwabrem. On check 102.9 your choir samba abusian for.
Kahe.
Pepa tete yan choir ni yan twade na fe. Ya ne honorable Sambo kuje to abla kwani nkomo.
There's pose man aba here say ne nsem bebre no.
Ya ne mekọ Evans masoro.
Okay. Abusian ya tena say Dwabrem Dr. Kashada mo ne mpanifo besin konwa na ensem ado atwa wo Ghana hanum wo de abeso Augustine Cable Enterprise na dama na oboa yen Augustine Cable Enterprise say open kania wires ahodo na ade asiesie wo dan no a brei wakodwa manso wakotase ne kama na bo e from Augustine Cable Enterprise Chanel light or wall corner light LED corner light orbit fan selling fan Bluetooth wo mum wires no quality ones or the bar garden light solar light socket stabilizer step down switch and have a video doorbell kumasi adum obejaba jiwe hot man lava and the din hwe ni mu ahoma 0243 179942 0243 179942
DHI College of Health and Education set main control set baby biada wo bia no eya dia wo bo enka yese ene what the program for be about cyber security program we a certificate diploma enunti no baby a wo bia no obetumi aba na wababa besua ade one sense university college ewo UK and akambomo ya wo ma wo sa entity ye ewo cyber security emu terms and conditions ne dia busua emu de papa wokwa register cyber security program bi na peso ya wo ma laptop free wumpe we na pede yen ya tetewo sane be ya wonso obetumi ehunu ade no no se ahankwa na wo ba bede teteye no a wo boa wa ma masters no wo ma scholarship ama wo e ma kwakoto so e wo yuka brochi memo enu nti ten Freddie chai na ehun hihye bia wo ho no wo ne empanyimfo enkasa 0244 213 187 and 0276 221 939 and 0273 635 765 wunya fra wo dem baby a wo biada ye no bekasa na ye kan mo so say other courses na ye no ye guso da ye je dom mo ma besua de certificate in dispensing assistant no eye afi ba kwakwantuo dispensing technician 2 and 3 top up no ye weekend classes anu nti emfa wo ne adwuma wo ye no betumi aba besua medical sonography ultrasound no betumi aba besua bi ewo ho mo pesa musia sterilization processing technician no akwanya no aba ede amamo medical laboratory technology environmental health diploma in education early grade education sign language ni nyina da courses ahodo ni bia de cha ye kire ewo ho baby a wo bia wo se wo cha physics any chemistry na wo yo bia o certificate na ekura wo no degree de na wato di wo bo mo akwa ye adwuma ewo US abrochi memo sanso na wo pen nanis construction workers welders electricians and plumbers emo makwa Romania mine no emo akwa ye adwuma wani je ho de ani animanim ya yɛmfrɛ wɔnom ɛwɔ 0244 213 187 and 0276 221 939 and 0273 635 765.
Yadeɛ bɛkɔ heba center ni yadeɛ bɛ na ɛtete abusuya anu yia yadeɛ bɛkɔ heba center where Dr. Destiny wa ben papa yɛne akɔ adi ho adanse wɔn nso akɔ adi ho adanse asɛm a wɔka nyinaa sɛ wɔn hyɛ Dr. Destiny a ɛnka yadeɛ no de wɔn kɔnseɛ do nanso Dr. Destiny so duru hɔ ma wɔ yadeɛ no mom na bɛfiri so akɔ ekuro na atu wɔ wakɔn nkɔ mfirinhyia du mfirinhyia num kyɛ sɛ ɛna bi adi wɔ ho biara no oduru Dr. Destiny hɔ no ma ɛhaban no tani enura ahodoɔ ɔde bɛka wɔn no ekuro no de mirika bɛdwane stroke na ɛtete wɔ diabetes ana ɔsa bɛrima no ɔbaa mo pa wɔ ɛno deɛ Dr. Destiny na adwuma kɛseɛ baako pa a ɔyɛ no no firi sɛ ɔbaa no bɛfɛ afuro ɛne berɛ ɔbɛwɔ nyinaa ho nnuro ɔbɛboa ama ɔbaa no akɔda nyinaa ho ayɛ de no wɔgyina brane Dr. Destiny ɛna ɛhwɛ wɔ na biribi akɔ yie ɛtwerɛ anaasɛ adeɛ bi atete wo bia mema postrate no bɛrima mpo ahoɔden kɔ fam ne nyinaa baako nso yɛ ho adwuma ɔbɛ a wakɔ yɛ adwuma na wakɔ di agorɔ bi ama nkasɛm mu akɔ buo sɛ yɛ wɔn nan wɔn nsa baabi abu bia for ne kyerɛ mo yadeɛ bɛkɔ heba center wɔbɛkɔ dominance zone go on ma frafra ne fie hɔ momfrɛ Dr. Destiny wa homa so wokasa wɔte OTEC FM so kora deɛ ne bonus wɔde ma 0531 602710 0531 602710.
Eugene Ma Travel and Tour and Consult Samin Kanchra will say. Wopese wutu kwan dia ne na baby ba ko pe na e wasa wo ba Ghana Tourism Award 2024 no yenya Best Travel Agency of the Year anu nti baby biada wo bia Ashanti region no brania mu awo wopese kwa US abro chimemu na work permit na visa permit no emfie num ene akire bra e be ye ede ama dodo ma mo pese mo kwa ye dwuma e wo UK Canada na Australia ni nyina da ye bo mo akwa kwotena so kosuku so kwa ye dwuma bra ne ye beje wo abo wa wo pese so kwa ye dwuma e wo parliament no emu no wo visa hodro ni nyina da de bedan ya ye bebo e ma wonsa etumi aka na wa wo de wonim sandra dwuma ya pese kwotena UK na kwa ye dwuma ni nyina da wo betumi aba jeme abochimem nyina ye bo e ma wonso anya visa akwakotena ho akwakwakoye adwuma France na Spain na Netherlands na apa na ni nyina wo ba ye bebo e ma wonso wanya ho akwakwakotena so pese okosua de na wo ye adwuma ka ho e wo European countries ahodro ni nyina wo ba ye beboa o wasemen kan cho se visa application assistant any acquisition ni nyina da wo ye bi e wo ho obeboa ma musaka a asembiada eni akire visa supporting document ahodro ni nyina da etoda na yiri se ta wo ba we no simple kura e de maye o flight reservations ahodro ni nyina ye be ye de amam hotel ba bia kwa abeda ni nyina no e ka ho o best set ne passport ni nyina no wonya bi bra ententem express ne regular ye gwenum nyina bi e de ema American lottery registration no obi ho ba register man so eba won timpo no akọ bra ahade antese adwuma ho tepa bra ne mu awo na wenum nyina kwantro ho nsam no yamfa wo emfam ahoma ne ye 055 3944 608 and 0552 098298 unya frɛ WhatsApp frɛ ya bibia ya beje wo som shanon so sa santimantem ha ya wo no so ntreso wo de wani akyere mu e wo Bugis building no ni nchemu hwa na chipe e na abehu yen e ben so fly interchange no mo wo boasenso no ba bia kane na GM bank wonu a ye ne no e na ehwe ni mu bra ni yemu a no wa control da ye so no entumi emrem
contractors ni adansi for musumu de ni Latus Enterprise abusia ehada odu ho no mu a ni audi siesie dan na madan no ayedan mua ubenya PVC pipes ben fittings Turkish doors paints afa chandelier ta hodo nyina bi wo wall light LED corner light ne nkania hodo alba siesie dan nyina ma na ya kama ebi wo ho no electrical cables no ne ya kama enkofo ha bi aja hihye bi ma ofi ho no ho na abeje bi Latus Enterprise a one stop shop awduru ho no mu a bi fa dansie ne nyama ho de ubenya e wo ho no na bathroom house kura bath house kura de bathroom wares ni nyina telephone shower sets complete shower bathtubs jacuzzi and now demo no peja na ne o bruise woni sa o chen dabo ebusia emu de papa and wa hwekese no ho no na hwekese kura de udware we are naked na odina resuru ko si form we ye be mabo se nyomen na sumwe we ye ba so a esum ho no no sa mpanyame bo wiye eye Latus Enterprise abusia kumasi adum the nechimas da house panos one more wa homa ne 0242 6165 0242 616585.
Abapa mo so men kan cho se bronyan aha ena enyama papa pa ni nyina da wo ba wo benya bi ewo ho Tafoma 3 Sakasaka Park na bapambo ewo abapa se bia wo bia wontumi mempo a free delivery wo beye ama won satumi aka ebia na wo pa konya no twetwa ne kakrakra ne nyina da wo ba enhyehyeye ewo ho adima o asodum niama hodro ben na wo pe TV no ana eye fridge na blender microwave oven kettle na ne wo pe bia wo bodi abapa mo benya bidia ma o ofun na sai wo laptop no na ne wo pe bia abapa mo se wo bo benya bidia ma dodo TV no inches ben na wo pe man who first a wood run yet be a bobrunya, mumajum, Namumia be a mu ammonium, and Quadan Tadian Pabwan paying for United dear, Abba Pashopping body be about walk on what bed the amount of drop. If you want to me, but Unya Renge, Yan delivered your bro, our money is 0593 386 133 and 0593 391 848.
Verna natural mineral water in so just obusonya be a boy, papa, a double beshian quantity, Verna natural mineral water, and are there some on as said, near can say so the Sonia was also crossing FD for science, a Verna natural mineral water, but we told so beer, drew her to be Nanum Boguso, Nabibia and Co ye. While how many one episode to Nabribia na Omanfonia Binumo, a 0322 190877 0322 190877.
Abusia events of the year and check na dwumadie no abaso December ne da etoso 25th no na ebekoso ewo Ratri Park Lodge Entertainment and Ratri Park na kambom ya wadi dwumadie shrunkwi eba asantemontem ha wasasa abra no na abatron ya trowie enti ewie dia nese ye betwi so jams no eho be de pa watonsa e de afranum to fokuku dam bebre no ase eda ne duru ho wamomra ma dwumadie na se enye de ema ne lumba obeba ba bedi agro no mana ye kama Black Sheriff ejinem Kofi Kinata family and afe Kimpaluta when the shemu nyina da enya foforo bi eka ho wo nyina beba ema event of the year 2024 no bibia da atumi akoso wo same enwumre no nso kan na dwumadie no ahyase dada enu nti ba bia wo no na no nkrofo ka gate yachi Ratri Park ho nyina ye ma wo mpese bi beto de ne ahome ya meboi mebo na wo nso wo frɛ no agye wo de ntamato ho last minute show no beba ne apon ahoma ne 050 66777742 and 0244 602 800 Mesoko Love FM and Inshra FM nso tickets no enye na ubetumi atobi ewo ho ana dial *714*003*4 as winya boy ya bebia wo bia won beboa ama won so won sa atumi akambi
Election Warehouse
mo
Pressure what them hano.
Oh, eku.
Sao.
Bibia eku.
Was we enkrate egu mi chem hano a.
Books ne do so.
Chale grofo ye dmo kroma.
Na mi hu krata nam say asafo je krata.
Oh, once we on na ba ha on krata ba ha.
Eh krata my GP. Krata my GP.
Krata ndo so.
No biem no yi sem gu hono mu a.
Eno na epia ko atire no.
Utibom.
Esuru eku.
The video yana say fanto.
Oh,
Election Warehouse ye kagina ne say. They say akato ne bro na Ghana me kwa abato so. Oyos na wansani si oni hu di ori abro nfuma.
That's right.
NDC na kwa na MPP na ko Ghana for na ko kire na emom asamba fia na do rokofi. Enso ne ho nto no tie central for de be gina fifi ni akọ Ghana ha ne mfra na emu atifi atoye ne apoye ne ahwese. De be koso bia ye betase de be so manfo. Enti ye sha ase ne ye bo amane se OTEC 102.9 FM the Pride of Ashanti. Ye de central for Ghana mfa na nyina. Abato no mu nsam nkomo nyina. Onata se odba baso ye. Edi ye ka nyina ne se efri sa break ko bia sem bia person otefa abato no ho de manna OTEC 102.9 FM. Of course, your election warehouse. Near FM nsem no emesom.
And you can't hear where the American
warehouse ni onioma bebre o se ehwe wo mu. Maybe sa o ha last week say Professor Smart research no the buy no. Say sa pepepe na ekodia. Maka kan mu ya sure say election run of home.
Me who's a run of home. Whoever will win will win one touch.
And
this be winning or be winning one. MP be winning or be winning one. About to go for division go for
so kase run off ni nyina so be gina number of seats. Say number of seats no each side no baby ebeko bia no e na be kire ebe decide run off but brain so ye be hwe
less than
papers ning na so ko ballot papers ning na ko
Sabande Ghana for to awi
o sa dan me catch us ya to ana me kan jire o ya to awi o ya to awi some catch us politics your red yellow and green colors of the electorates and say green no go through yellow no go through na ko start dia red na na asem wo mu no eno anti no mu nyina obi ani abere no red no ya be papa red no adwa where last one okay
one send your opinion kase e wa hase
that's right
and nti bia wo bia no Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X and Twitter and so OTEC 102.9 FM afi ya WhatsApp line no obetumi edo voice note no afaso 0505 225578 0505 225578 ka he
na somewhere we on mama bibia so nya kama
o se kan no so baby bi kase bia na opagya de mu dura na kan 1 2 3 na ze pia watum
o de vema pia
enkran no be kan say
o se
enkran 1 2 3 no be kan say
o se eye ekome enyo eten edwe
ye na edwe
Mate, Madam Ase, why?
In terms of the other sports, no, I believe, sir, it is high time you started from the educational level. Not your name ministry, not me one ministry of education, or not the ministry of youth, a year collaboration. We want to bring back the intercolleges and make sure, sir, we would provide the infrastructure at the school level, because that is where you develop the talents, the academicals concept. As I say, yes, sir. Now, you're making sure, sir.
OTEC 102.9, yeah, Twaso, up close with me and the studios B. Many Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, ABD and Komo, Member of Parliament, Emma Norton constituency, also Okoha, Krum Hoso, a wefe, Nyabete Kra, Odo any chair bridge in this one now, Kanya left and right, all over. Ya dia ya na yet tutu kwan munim sem dia me tu kwan ti me kona me tu kwan na me hu se ho nya meka e ho etan so a otena ha yinka meka kire no e firi ho no ma buramu ade call dabala akpleto call those areas e chin kakra honorable ma kwa wa
doc so bibia boko
mon pai bonti ya ho ye se yegu so a ye chichiri Ghana ani na akato ne bro na election 2024 Ebrenasu said Ghana would have to decide. Yeah. Now, if you know, my say election would be much based on figures, facts, evidences. Yeah, sure. Say unim. Opaimu acquire 8 years here, 8 years there. Within the 8 years, the amoye. Within the 8 years, the ruling government and so yeah, the nyoma bebrebe gunsen ye ni na fe. Ya doso mu na Ghana for nso ehun se Ghana for ade o mo twan ye policy explanations be details and na Ghana for air train as part of social contract mama Ghana for contract bebre akasa mo be chirechirem ama Ghana for atiase but nanse mo so no mo nko parliament na mo ye Ghana for that ada mwasha dana
yo edikan my main initiative for nyana na
aya no macho voice
na OTEC FM member mabaso ejimapa moye the pride of Ashanti and me say and maba mu studio say is the first time I made mu studio normally your conversations our line so multi frame me on the phone but and that me say matumi aba Kumasi aba Ashanti region aba OTEC FM studios inti michia TF nyana the issue of parliament edikan as I say nyana yajetum say the work of parliament parliament a master of your own procedures,
sure,
your own practices, your own traditions, and yankasa your conventions. Now, any time that power, that authority is undermined, other arms of government outside the institution of parliament try to dictate, because under the 1992 constitution, there was separation of powers.
Yeah.
Want to make the judiciary to dictate to them as to how to run their affairs. Judges know more rules of court, more traditions that they follow. Within the executive, so about even cabinet, for example, there were executive decisions, your cabinet, those who are designated are to me say to me at cabinet meetings at Tenaho at taking decisions.
Okay.
Enti omu remit. Sana eba parliaments who are yawo omo ya elect omo 275 MPs and the speaker. Yawo the parliamentary service board, yawo your clerks, yawo your practices, your conventions. Enti the principle of separation of powers we are seeing now will be a practice, you know. Yes, there are checks and balances, but checks and balances are one limit.
Okay.
And so say in the name of checks and balances, no, now why you intrusive. Now upese would dictate the any of the arms of government be here. Uyanisana, it creates friction. In the case of the Ghanaian 8th parliament, no, the sad aspect and it's often no a young kasa within parliament, particularly Yanyanuma omo the MPP side, omuna omo invite this external interference, intrusion, which is done in such a crude manner.
Okay.
Into DAC say no, you are seeing flexing of muscles. Judiciary say
political muscles.
Yes.
And power muscles.
Yes, political muscles.
Yeah.
Political takashi, if you like. Into Supreme Court say, Speaker of Parliament, we have stayed your ruling. You're unconstitutional. Allow the MPs are almost co-independent. Allow them to keep their seats. Article 97 and automatic. The next election, as I said, take effect. Not this parliament, until the next parliament. Meanwhile, the tradition all along, they say, the speakers have always ruled on the matter.
Sure.
Speaker Okwe, who called DF Annan, who called Alajete, all the presidents are Yawono, a speaker. So Bia and court, Obia and Tepti say the court should even stop the speaker. In this present case, no, Afenyo can start here. Answer na speaker Bemani ruling crano. Now opese ye injunctive speaker to prevent the speaker from carrying out the constitutional mandate under the constitution, under the standing orders of parliament, which is condemnable. Inti when baby ayedru say no. Why Russia called Supreme Court ama odi ope. But Chief Justice unto me emba parliament, emba free parliament, and convene parliament, emba preside over parliament. Inti we the limit of her powers.
A Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court. And they say, just a speaker, now, obe free parliament. Afenyo marking to me in free parliament. No MP can call parliament. No majority side can call
but
parliament.
On the white paper, so bet me actual for a recall. And,
yes, you can trigger a recall if you get the right signatories, the minimum threshold wanted.
Okay.
But, no, so crano. Osha, the numbers, the constitution are very clear. Sir, to take a decision, no, we hear at least half. Half of 275, no, 138. Sir, o trigger emergency recall. Now say yang kwa. Because Kai said the two other occasions are omo trigger emergency recall are omwamba parliament. And the irony is omo ka say yanko parliament omwamba. Yang yakoya no omwamba. So we didn't have the numbers to take a decision. Indiana, I have always maintained, sir, Usha sent Ghana for tour about 2020. Ghanaians were telling us clearly in the face, sir, winner takes all politics, no. The politics of lack of
reconciliation, lack of consensus building. No, say no Ghana for a bre. Ente Yanko Parliament na yenye juma together. I said publicly, cry say, answer na yebe elected speakers krano. I was hoping say leadership will be brought to bear. President Akufo-Addo, who was declared winner, Obe reaching out to President Mahama, the opposition leader, because who now the leader, who now paying, who now ya elected as president. Now, more discusses say the speakership krano. This is how we are going about it. May the nomination way ever also for Odiabra. Now you build a consensus. Sa in Tokwana Esiye on the night of 6th January 2021 will have been avoided. Until right from day one, lack of leadership, lack of consensus building, lack of maturity and a tolerance. That is what has bedeviled this 8th parliament. Because Anka hang parliament here, Anka, it should have even made parliament stronger. And it should have served the country's interest. Because extreme partisanship, no. When a government in power feels said they have all the numbers, no, they have a comfortable majority, no. Sometimes they don't even listen to the people. And okay. Until right from day one, no, the leadership style, the approach has not been in the national interest. And no, until back to the current stalemate, no, I have always maintained the only way forward, political negotiations. Instead of running to the Supreme Court, say obey the limitation. Say afenyo marking a petition, pleading with the speaker. The speaker, please, you, with all due respect, try and call Parliament. We have some urgent business. Business no crowd or list here. And call sortie. I would have thought, he will have reached out. We could have even sent a joint petition. Now ya discuss the things that are of priority.
Okay.
Who be Samia, honestly. Niema honorable afenyo market list here no. Doduana enye priority to our caucus and to the Ghanaian people. At this time, economy where more mismanaged, which has been declared bankrupt, insolvent. Sure baby, your debt to GDP ratio. Yeah, public debt are moving from 122 billion to over 750 billion. Is this the timer you will be arguing for an urgent sitting for tax waivers? And Ushe petitioner or Chirokoma speaker, that is number one.
But tax waivers no so for 1D 1F you could be a nimsenkeskano and our waivers no kebe bomo. You know, as far as industrialization is concerned.
How does that help industrialization? And what change? Can President Akufo-Addo in the first State of the Nation address, okay, say tax waiver, a bo or minor, a denying of revenue mobilization. Because a lot of these tax waivers, where is the industrialization? Make up Parliament. Virtually every month, tax waiver requests ever. And to be fair, both governments, but even though now, the scale is unprecedented.
Did you grant the waivers?
I have never been in support. Check the records in Parliament. Okay. I have never, at the personal level, no. Any idea me supportive. I always say, if these are viable businesses and all of that, they should be able to pay their taxes. They should pay their fair share. Because company moi already yaji loan amount. Yamao all kinds of tax holidays, yamao all kinds of incentives. Now, paying your fair share, no, meanwhile, the ordinary Ghanaian has no choice. They be na increase VAT. Now the new taxes betting tax, e-levy, COVID levy, emissions tax, all kinds of taxes. Omo said they'll move us from taxation to production. Ababe taxation to more taxation. and sometimes even armed robbery. How fair is this system where those who really are struggling, the vulnerable, no, they be ana omodie, we keep taxing and taxing and taxing them. Look at how importers are complaining and struggling. Meanwhile, no, those who are in a better position, who have better muscles and opportunities, omodie they be ano, na mwaba parliament say yema omo tax waiver. They should get away. They shouldn't pay their fair share. And if you ask me, no, if Afenyo Makin had consulted us, made the number one thing America on that list, any galamsey ASA or minor, how to repeal the airlines, how to take drastic action to save our water bodies. Because as chairman of Assurances Committee, me call around, me by region way, I went to all the river bodies in our country, take samples, and I was shocked. Volta River, one make constituency, another adjoining constituency. Can you believe that? The over 30 river bodies we have in this country. And even that one is just a matter of time. Usha the Ekosu or Black Water beginning to enter into the water. It's just a matter of time. And my number one issue will have been the Galamsey nightmare, the Galamsey canker, the threat to our lives, to our survival, a mass murder as I call it. Then number two will have been budget. I was surprised on Afenyo Makin's list. He didn't talk about the 2025 budget because under the Ghanaian constitution,
the numbers didn't know about the budget.
No, but we hear numbers.
Yeah,
you need a majority decision.
Exactly.
If you can be listing tax waivers and loans and new bills, any agent here. When we have this, we face an existential threat. Unim say, yang approve it within the next few days. Yang approve it the budget of 2025, and under the constitution, election years, no, Parliament is enjoined to approve the first 3 months.
Okay.
Fiscal policy of the ensuing year, so that new government member is assumed that within 3 months, at least what to me. Settle down kakra point to finance minister will call for vetting now we're presenting with first budget by March April.
All right,
and the threat we face now is if this crisis continues, gridlock way ekoswa January, February, March next year, public sector workers omunya salaries.
Oh
yes, that is the threat. Very, very, very serious matter.
By what merit? How?
No, because say under the constitution, Parliament approve budget because budget now you approve it ends 31st December.
Sure.
2024. Until say enter next year, you run next year January. From January, there is no budget until there can be no payment of salaries.
So does that mean 1 year ready December Parliament?
Until the way I see things, no, I think say. Yenjai in Tokwano, 9-year political negotiation. We are mature people.
Okay.
Yenjai this. I mean, have you monitored some of the press conferences?
Yeah.
The vicious language, the attacks. Speakers who Oyenipa who attacking us, you call him dictator. Idi Amin. Meanwhile, on year BBR, his predecessors, okay, Professor Okwe ruling, even Speaker Bagbin, they cry a mouth. He didn't even go as far as Professor Okwe did in the case of Honorable Esiama.
All right, okay.
If Professor Okwe ruling did not warrant attacks, it did not warrant going to the Supreme Court. And he also said the double standards, the lack of consistency and principle in our politics. And on a hard.
All right.
And he accept it. Say, look, we have urgent, serious matters, particularly public sector workers, on salaries, on conditions of service. The first 3 months of next year, and then the Galamsey crisis.
Okay.
Even election way, Unim said under normal circumstances, Anka by now, actually long ago, 3-4 weeks ago, Anka now say a free electoral commission, or mobile parliament, ebe briefy parliament and the whole country on almost state of readiness.
Ahead of the election.
Ahead of the election, that's what we do every 4 years.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised that it wasn't on Afenyo Makin's list. Security services, you invite you IGP mo CDS Obia to come and brief us. That's been the practice. That's the convention.
But any security no so I meeting.
That's what I hear. But no, all kinds of meetings can go on. But the people's representatives, they say Obeshia, budget a year approve. We want to see where is it going to? What are the allocations you have done? Do you need more resources so that we can give you approvals? Okay. All of these important things. We are going to such a crucial election. Yeah. And I am worried about the needless. Yet to say, you look. Hopes are now your war for the 8th parliament. I can tell you today, as an insider, say 8th parliament no, and to me, and leave it to that expectation. We could even make oversight. The kind of investigations now I was expecting say parliament will be in session. We can submit it to the house, delve into the matters. They are all hanging.
All right.
The 8th parliament has clearly not lived up to expectation.
But clearly, can we say, sir, Article 97 in the Constitution has lost its potency according to the interpretation of the Supreme Court?
Yeah, clearly. And you see, let's be very careful. Minia. The reason why Article 97 of our Constitution is to protect all of us, your democracy. When him say, Article 97 anywhere, NDC, but to me, I strategy say, when you say Ashanti region there, to be an MP for most of the constituencies, you have to be an MPP parliamentary candidate. Ente, yes, so mamo, munko pretend say mu ye MPP parliamentary candidate, mu infiltrate, na munko contest. Muko contest na mu win here. Obviously, majority of the seats you win. Muba parliamenter, na mu across the carpet. MPP could also do that in Volta region, seeing that Volta region there we NDC parliamentary candidate, you have a great chance.
Okay.
Oba parliamenter now across the carpet. It is for good reason. Can you imagine, Krase? Anka Article 97 provision way, if it wasn't there, 8th parliament way yanya hang parliament. Munkayo T4. Our secret votings. Remember what was happening? Yebe hold the press conference. Yebe kase where the young two man candidate where the young supporting no. Yeko two aba. Na nipano anya even more votes. Na there is total confusion. Say na NDC caucus muka say we mun support mun joining MPP ebani sena, and then we start finger pointing. We start doing investigations. Say then they see who has been compromised. Why na ABA wakwako Jessica? Can you imagine say Anka we didn't have Article 97? All the ruling party has to do is say Obe selected 5 and not 10 NDC MPs. Now, hey, I can't know boy on your election. I'll give you even 4 times, 5 times. Now we're crossing carpet because there are no consequences. Won't lose, you will sit. Now, they go and do business. Into the framers of the constitution, they were deep thinkers. They had the foresight. Now, on per se, almost protecting your democracy.
All right.
And then to promote loyalty to constituents. What be campaign to me, sir, this is your party. These are your principles. This is what you stand for. This is your political ideology. And I'm at Tuamao. Who could do parliament? I will say, oh dear, now you've got what you want. Into what switch allegiance.
Okay.
Into honestly, I'm one of those who don't support the Supreme Court decision, and we have to be careful. You see, some of these things, Yankai said, it can come back to haunt you.
All right, okay. On that, Yankai anim enche bia na ode expose bi ba ye about an answer on the Reverend Kusi Boateng's issue. But as we speak, Shraj declared Reverend Kusi Boateng of a conflict of interest. Almost he doesn't own 2 passports with different names. Now, the moment I Shraj for be can some now the betu just say omoti. I didn't think I was a Shraj.
Yo, Eddie Kain. Shraj report way. As I say, your motive for United CSA. It is not just about Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng and answer Kwabena Edu Jemfi. I don't know what really is his name. A far-reaching, okay, 165-page report now. The Shraj for Ehun, Hunye, time so. Shraj report no, kase. In some nina ye kan about National Cathedral. Say project no, omo amfa emra kwan so. Omo ankoje procurement approval. Omo tua sika to the wrong people. There is no value for money. Shraj a confirm nina. Indeed. Shraj, kase, all the board of trustees of the National Cathedral, Osofu Akukudam, Omunyana, they have to be investigated and prosecuted for corruption and corruption-related offenses. Yeah. Explosive. I don't remember the last time in our history, any such report. And I have stated this morning, sir, me hold a press conference Kumasi and Upper Way. And I sent out my sympathy to the clergymen. Because I take the view, say, the majority of the clergymen on this board of trustees, no, President Akufo-Addo in a misleading omo, and no DCV omo. Because President Akufo-Addo project we started or say a personal pledge. Or a personal pledge to Nenyanko Ponce. Obuano na wini election na obesi cathedral amano yenyana yakwa sorry your personal pledge me election be me personal pledge the last one me personal pledge ne say me wini me nya margin na me expect it na me person me nya the widest margin in Ghana and I had it. Okay. And my personal pledge was to go to Bator Catholic Hospital, children's ward, me kotua medical bills of all those who were on admission. That was my personal
one of the
pledge.
best hospitals.
Yes, one of the best hospitals. Yeah. Man kofre North Town for nyina say hey my personal pleasure me na me yam MP nti mumbe contribute me je obi a tax manya ne sa personal pledge only wo nyankopon. We were all expecting say that's what President Akufo-Addo would do. Ubekaya Osofu Akukudam way, including Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams omu nyina preach sermons. If you go online omu ka say Ghana for munja dede no President Akufo-Addo I assure you and say project we no a personal pledge. We are not going to use your taxes until everybody back off. Stop criticizing the project. Only for me to discover, say, on the blind side of Parliament. Meanwhile, Constitution say, who can withdraw taxes for any project who hear parliamentary approval. As we speak, up to date, no parliamentary approval. Even Finance Minister Nkasa, the former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, or appear before vote of Censure Committee, or non-Nkasa J2 say, there was no parliamentary approval. Or you see contingency vote. Who no? Yeah. He conceded no parliamentary approval. He took the discretions, finance minister. Meanwhile, project Weno does not qualify as a contingency project. It doesn't. Contingency ye bibia unforeseen. Who say besi. Who name say bebaso. Say emergency BC. That is contingency. But project I was in Yankopon in Wakasa. What planning? What setting a board of trustees? You have multiple years to complete. Ebanezena ababeya contingency. And to me, I feel very sorry for the board of trustees. Osofu no more board so. It should have been President Akufo-Addo who should be facing the music. Now, Shraj for Air Kase. Over $58 million, 339 million Ghana cedis. Cost our project no. Okay, report now. Shraj will say, Omonkasa a field inspection. Omoko site ho. Eko ye inspection. Omosi di omuhu ye no. Omuhu jiru omu ye. They couldn't believe it. Say, sika bunua ya spende. Sika kesiesa. All they saw was amona kesia. Insio to na dane swimming pool. They couldn't believe it. And one of our recommendations, they say, there should be a forensic audit and a value for money audit. Now, the Auditor General should move in quickly. Almost say, company no, omo contract, rebade. they had no business executing that contract. Into contract no ye illegal, a void ab initio. Those are the words. Now, Board of Trustees ankoje concurrent approval from the Central Tender Review Committee. Into yenyina yenti asese. These are very far-reaching recommendations. Shraj aye. Shraj report no aye damning. Now, say Shraj aka say munyina mu on the board. Yanko prosecutable. How can any one person on the board say, sir, he has been cleared, he has no questions to answer? Say, Yembra, Reverend Victor Kusibuati.
Okay, all right.
And in the case of Reverend Victor Kusibuati, I have stated publicly, sir, what kind of Shraj report now? Conclusions now, Shraj, I draw. Evidence now, they call Shraj. The conclusion.
Print a passport, meaning now the call.
Don't worry, I'm coming to that.
All right.
The conclusion does not support the evidence I call. And I'll take my time and explain.
All right, okay.
Inti edikain. Eden na mekai ana me de call Shraj. Meka say Reverend Victor Kusibuati, ye appointed to the board of the National Cathedral as Reverend Victor Kusibuati. Who kind incorporation documents of the National Cathedral of Ghana? Edian ewoho eye Reverend Victor Kusibuati. Date of birth I ewoho. And my publishing all these documents, petition and medical caution, my publishing an upper way to refresh the memory of everybody. Ubehu the National Cathedral of Ghana, the incorporation documents. Edian ewoso our de register here. Oni Palma Bakomo, Reverend Matemu, Reverend Sudanaba, Bishop Danka, Ubehu Obia, Dean, official name and date of birth. Reverend Victor Kusibuati, Nidia Woho. Date of birth or the two ho, 7 September 1971. Enna, me oversight. Kai said this whole matter of Reverend Victor Kusibuati, and your personal, me share neda.
Oh, okay.
Menino eni asembia, Matisse and Crawford kaze we di ebia personal ebia ko GOB girl, all kinds of wild, weird stories. Me tell all kinds of things. I mean, some of the things it shocks me.
Oh, Reverend Kusibuati worry.
Yeah, Mr. Worry for the record.
Okay,
yeah,
right,
into Yanina worry. Into some of all of that propaganda, no,
okay.
You know, into Minshana the minimum. Documents are cathedral for the bar parliament. Omube Kachre say Omakotia contractors mobilization of 2.6 million.
Okay.
To a company known as JNS Talent Center Limited. JNS. In my oversight over the National Cathedral, minim say National Cathedral project we know contractor no rebade. That is the contractor. Contractor needing rebade. And rebade no 3 construction firms and ya form a consortium. First one no the Rizani the Eka. Second one no the Babisoti. Third one no Disimoni. Into 3 companies we now form a joint venture. A JV. Your friend no rebade. Into me who say meaning say contractor no rebade. Adenti na mwako tia 2.6 million say contractors mobilization to JNS Talent Center Limited. JNS omo nya contractors. They are not the construction firm. As a diligent member of parliament, Sebi Ghana for muntu aba mayen as MPs. Say yanko parliament ho na yanko numti endi agro. Bibia ba yeah. Na obia afani ho akọ. That's not why you voted for us. Because we share the history of Ghana Parliament. Answer na me couple as a young follower of Parliament. There was a timer, President Kufuor time, Ubekaya. Loan bia na omukasa omuko akoje. Address na omudi koho. anka MPs no, your seniors. I wasn't in parliament then. Anka omo ye omo due diligence. Omo ye omo investigations. Omo say address no. The omo call hairdressing salon or London. Ubekaya hairdressing salon. Google, you will find it. The CNTCI loan. That's why we have a parliament. Say you do due diligence. And then BBR executive di baba now you swallow hook line and say, oh yeah, approve it. Okay, Mumfasikano Monko. Okay. Me who JNS talent 2.6 million contractors mobilization. And your mono contractors. Instead of rebate, yeah, the JNS. What's going on? And I may start the AM in Shishemu. A horn I may discover, say, oh, send us our company JNS, no. A director of that company, your friend, no, Kwabna Edu Jemfi. The other directors, Johannes Eshan, Sheila Eshan, 3 directors. Inti Omunyana ye asofo. That's what they said. In terms of omu profession. And I pierced the veil. Say, who are these people? Inti I went behind the veil to know, say, because who can register company, you go with IDs. Inti me checks, went behind the scenes to know, say, who are these people? And to the shock of my life, documents no buy, photos no buy. Me who say, Kwabna Edu Jemfi. Onoane Victor Kusibuating. That was the first time I discovered from the documentation. Now I use the passport to register that company, JNS. Inti people should get a background, my background, because I'm saying they are not following this. They don't get the background. Into Mojo say, oh, ebia or time bina mempe or sofun nasem and na makwakofa in some tuno. So tebe media that me yeah me say 2.6 million way. Mostly contractors mobilization. Ebani saying JNS or munya contractors. Ankasikano eko ribade hoa. Once a Shraj report on my confidence company no a ribade. Now the contract value is $312 million. That's what we're going to spend on the cathedral. Can you believe that? $312 million. Yes. Project started at $100 million. That's what we were told. Church for me who says $312 million. Inti Ankasikano Rebadea. I would not have started this investigation. Inti Omuao documents Omudeba. They were thinking, say, okay, you better. We are just joking until the Bibiaba, yeah, proving that Moko. And the Manrezi Assembly.
But the MTN said GNS was a charity organization. Did you find out?
Well, at the time investigation, now they own a crèche.
They own a crèche.
Yes.
If it was a school.
A school. And almost they are developing the talent of younger children.
Oh, okay.
That's what I discovered in the course of my work. That is the background. It's important.
Okay, all right.
Into me call Shraj no. Make I say Shraj for ye. I'm seeing a case of conflict of interest. Obi eti board so secretary to the trustees as Victor Kusibuatin. All tier sika 2.6 million to a company called JNS. Sa company no make us share mo documents directors no send na e ono Kwabna Edu Jemfi e ono and documents na me hu ye passport na or they register that company no me hu say enye say e alias keke ebia AK and a nickname
and can maybe say your domestic names. So how come
good me compare documents no documents or they could be a national cathedral or be a national cathedral no or using a driver's license and the date of birth a year 7 September 1971 nema meeting a year different and then oba JNS or use a passport a din woho a year Kwabna Edu Jemfi date of birth no year 30th December 1969 2 years apart. It's not even the same year. 2 years apart. 30th December 1969 a hustle no nema meeting ye different or fill forms to obtain the passports under Ghanaian law. So me ko engage in that kind of conduct. Ya beche me. Identity fraud is criminal. Intiana or they may call court no. Who kind the judgment of 13th July? I can read portions to you. Judge Nika said, hey, this is criminal. And judge no catcher and the lawyer say, hey, you should be advising your clients. You shouldn't be the ones
but
bringing
in all of this. Did you also have the chance to see his Ghana card?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Who the Ghana card?
Me who ninyina.
Na Ghana card necessary.
Ghana card no. Ewo. Kwabna Edu Jemfi din.
Ghana card no was Kwabna Edu Jemfi.
Yes. Mirror NIA database system no. Uniho as Victor Kusibuati. Eye Kwabna Edu Jemfi. And the Ghana card number I have it here. I won't let's say numbers but at least the first 3 digits GHA 718. I won't mention the rest.
Last 4 no cry. It could be easily.
Yeah, exactly. I have it here. And me call GRA system name so. And mirror GRA system name. And let me state for the record say. Enya ebia kana na bi na meye ya na manko undercover. Me chro RTI request openly. Ekoma GRA4 say, this is what I'm discovering. Ente I want to know, do you have in your system Victor Kusibuatin and Kwabna Edu Jemfi? And these companies, state companies are including JNS.
Okay.
And 3rd February 2023, GRA4, Omo Assistant Commissioner, Mrs. Florence Asante, Oma me reply, and Oka say, the Okano Yanokre. Yehun said there is a Victor Kusibuati in our system. Date of birth, 7 September 1971. Mother's maiden name, Agnes Atta. And our different thing. Remember just the first 3, P002.
GR18 number.
GR18 number.
Okay.
And then still in their system, no, you were Kwabna Edu Jemfi. Date of birth, 30th December 1969. This time, I say, Nima bin din ye ya Jemfua. No longer Agnes Atta. I mean, Jesus Christ, Mary Nkwane Wono. And our unique TIN number, P006, I won't continue.
Okay, yeah.
Ente, made the evidence when you na, including unim say, in the Electoral Commission database, Mirror Electoral Commission database, me wa voter ID cards no ha. Unim say, 2016, Reverend Victor Kusibuatin, ne voter ID card, ewaha. Voter ID card number, no, remember just the first 48630. 2016, voter ID card, or say age 40, or Tuaba as Victor Kusibuatin. 2020, Yemano, another voter ID card. My name say ya cancel first one, no, but me wo read EC database now or cards mienu. Yeah.
Okay.
We no edina ewo Kwabna Edu Jemfi. This time no say 50 years. 2016 now we did 40.
Okay, into 4 years time.
4 years. Within 4 years, no. Onunkwande we in 10 years. Incredible. Enti me the evidence when you na e dey call Shraj. Enti for Shraj to say omura passport database no omuhu passport bako. And people are basing on that to say it means you're clear no. Enti na me chantro. Look at the preponderance of evidence.
But before you end on that, the passport mienu na odi wani hu ye no.
Dabi muntie dia me ka say manka say me hu passport mienu.
Very good.
Dia me ka ye ne say ya appointee obi as Victor Kusibuatin. Ye manu diplomatic passport say onko ye nejuma. Onko onto kwa international to raise funds.
That is what I wanted to hear. It was a diplomatic passport.
Diplomatic passport. Me wo copy waha. DX00, I'll just mention the first 3.
We have all those records.
Yes.
So,
And diplomatic passport, say onye nejumano. It's in a different name. When him say members of parliament, your diplomatic passport. Your diplomatic passport is the same as your official name. You're two about mao. Uye samokuja to a black and now we are searching men's abons, and now we are Fenyo Market, and now we are Dr. You Free, and now we are Dwabrem. Diplomatic passport yedibe mao say fire with Juma in your official capacity. It's the same name, same date of birth. But this is the first time
same on the Ghana card.
Yes, same on the Ghana card. Same on your driver's license. Same on your voter's ID card.
All your documents.
All your documents. Into a banisena. Nipa we inkwandie. You are appointing as Victor Kusibuatin. Your appointment letter. National Cathedral documents. Victor Kusibuatin. Yenyena yenim as Victor Kusibuatin. Ne yere ono so ye appointee of President Akufo-Addo. Ono so ye Mrs. Anita Victor Kusibuatin. Suddenly, me who say, diplomatic passport ye demand say onko ye nejuman. It's in a different name. Kwabna Edu Jemfi. Who ye diligent member of parliament? Now say would do minor. Won't you raise these matters? Yeah. And not na medical Shraj. I don't see how anybody can take this Shraj report and say, Victor Kusibuatin has been cleared. You know why I say that? What kind of Shraj report now? Shraj for air kase. Passport a omuhu ye no. Ninyina bears the same name. And that name eye Kwabna Edu Jemfi. Anka Shraj for kase omuye omunshishe mu no. Passport omuhu ye eye Victor Kusibuatin. Same date of birth. 7 September 1971. Then you can say oh, where the okuja to a black or which one you have been exposed. But Shraj for a confirming. They made it to just say, ya appointee will be as Victor Kusibuatin. Now, so ya manu diplomatic passport, no. Ya manu diplomatic passport in another name. That is what I said. That's what I've been saying all over the country. And Shraj, I confirm that matter. And where is the vindication in this? Where is the clearance in this? I mean, look, Shraj for Ankasano, about that aspect, they were quite shoddy because once someone commented on the Ghana card, on commenting on the DVLA driver's license, on commenting on the GRA letters, on commenting on the voter ID cards, the 2 voter ID cards, 2016, 2020, different names. And clearly, no, the Shraj report about that aspect, you can say they were sloppy. But even with their sloppiness, no, it doesn't favor Reverend Victor Kusibuatin. It doesn't favor him. Because Shraj in whom passport BR, it is aligned, it is consistent with Nidin Victor Kusibuatin. Until how can this amount to clearance? Now, my member, the issue of conflict of interest. One say me call Shraj because I am seeing payment from Victor Kusibuatin to JNS, a Onoane company. He's there as director. A dinfo for Kwabna Edu Jemfi, different date of birth. Enti, what kind of Shraj report na? Shraj for air kase omu ehun documentation. Na National Cathedral of Ghana, any JNS, omu record keeping is so bad. They don't take minutes. Ninyina wo ho. Shraj kwa recommend say Institute of Directors, they should come and take National Cathedral Board of Trustees, no, any JNS for. Because Omunyina are software and Ebia good corporate governance and educate them on proper record keeping, how to take minutes and all of that. The question that arises logically is Shraj, Ebe, Musi Munhu documentation. Companies, no, they don't take minutes. There are no board minutes, no board resolutions. Now, so you align with Asema Victor Kusibuatin Kachemo say, oh, sir, payment, 2.6 million. No? Na a year refund. Na wama JNS for Amma National Cathedral loan. Ente a year loan no na omo tia. They were paying back the loan, interest-free loan. Into 2.6 million, no? 2.6 million, no? A year refund, repayment. Hey! Inti se say JNS ababaye susu company. Inti ose documentation ni ho mo minutes, mo board resolution. Nanso you prefer to go with the Victor Kusibuatin akachiremo. Shraj ebe. Meanwhile, me mama mo documents. Me anyami na mechiro yo. National Cathedral for Ankasa. Enombu ba parliament omo say contractors mobilization. Anka menhu sa allocation no 2.6 million anka yesika anka JNS for to me afasa sika no say contracted mobilize parliament I approve it
inti urezi alarm no sika no
me raise alarm say
Canada baby da
Sikano say yeah as I say almost a loan na a loan na JNS atia share National Cathedral ni JNS JNS omo work crutch when the bema wine loan National Cathedral omo awarded $312 million contract share donations omo receive it from all over the world America all over chief imam Krako donate omo mo na omo here loan from JNS hey angwangwa sem wo Ghana ominia angwangwa sem wo Ghana enye
nti eya ko ese okoje bosi akwatre kwa ho
yes yeah
sana de ne
yes ana o kwatre kwa ho no one be send din
yeah all right okay abusia otie yen koma na hye ne nso se honorable Samuel Kuje to abla kwa MP for Northong and out se menino edi enkomo no waba santimantemu wabowura eye OTEC 102.9 yebedi nkomo no kakra aka na ono de ya na ma for friend man of exposés exposé no na wa ya nche na sin so se emu bia ema no so ya clear bafasi o emu no check from FDA na omo kira emu no na ewo chances kakra che se ombetumi adi ade no enti ombetumi adi mo no CNR City Newsroom about say 22,000 bags of expired repackaged rice distributed across SHS. Ablakwa alleges. What did you see? What do you know? Where did you get them from?
Yo, medase mania. In some Ghana mania. Ente over 22,000 bags of Moshosho rice. A mono brand no eye Moshosho. A dinner cry inspire confidence. Moshosho rice are more order from India. And a same way AC work a higher commerce higher. Now a mono ewo Accra in a warehouse called Limbrook.
Okay.
And omo a cutting omo ferry from Accra. Eba Kumasi. Buffer Stock Company for Omo warehouse waha storage facility wo Bokrum Kumasi. Bokrum Kumasi medasi. At that storage facility no. Omo hu say emono I spy. A meeting the best before date na a year December 2023. Ena omo ye kanana Omuni Buffer Stock Company for Ekoto new bags because Omuni say Omude Emono original Emono in the Moshosho rice brand no Omude co schools now headmasters no be hun expiring no nti omunje ombeka say opese your poison color
that is the old package
the old package no? Yes enti omukoto different sacks new sacks no na ya chiro so ECOWAS rice made in Ghana omo amfa expiry date anto so nti new bag no expiry date enti asem we dey bia meka I salute and celebrate that unknown Ghanaian. I always tell Ghana for say no credit should come to me. Sa Ghana nina oma tip off. Ono NSS ye celebrating no. Owo Kumasi ha obi enim no. Okay. But ono eno ye anonymous call to the Ashanti Regional Police Command. Any FDA. Say the me hu a ekoso wo FDA NAFCO National Food Buffer Company Storage Facility. Emu a gogomi wom. Emu a asay yede 2 new bags. Yede kokun yankola no. Ye pacho mumbe arresting krofuwe. Ena Ashanti Regional Police Command. Aboko raho. Any FDA force omurashiko. Mewo krata Ashanti Regional Crime Officer. Your friend with JJ Boy.
Okay.
A day after or sign a letter with 21st December 2023, addressed to the Regional Director, Food and Drugs Authority, Kumasi Ashanti. Say, request for assistance. The Ashanti Regional Criminal Investigation Department, RCID of Ghana Police Service, Kumasi Ashanti, is investigating a case of being in possession of alleged unwholesome mushosho bags of rice stocked at the National Food and Buffer Stock Warehouse, Bokrom, Kumasi. Investigations have reached a stage where sample of the suspected mushosho rice needs to be examined to ascertain whether or not the rice has expired or good for consumption. I'll be very grateful if your outfit could assist in examining the rice and report, counting on your usual cooperation. Please. We're signing the signature for FFF.
Oh, okay.
JJ Boy, Superintendent, Crime, Ashanti. My follow-up. He's still in Ashanti region. You can check. You can call him.
JJ Boy.
JJ Boy. Yeah,
okay.
B-O-Y-E.
Boy.
Boy. Yeah.
All right.
B-O-Y-E. Yeah, so who can cry here? Yeah.
JJ Boy.
JJ Boy. Yeah. Ente ono no sign is akrata no. Minia, will you believe say? Answer na samples where test results no beba. One say letter way or say ya chain crofo no. Ya arrest you omo. Emono ya seize ente ya mamo samples mun ko testi. Ya pese ya check say e wholesome.
Okay.
Ente omo de letter no any samples no e call FDA. Me wo FDA test results no wa 6 February.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, will you believe, sir? Answer na test results way by 6 February no. Na 1st and 2nd February order from above say hey, monja de moya no na monko che mo no. Into 22,000 bags no. Omo che ni nyina, omo de ni nyina ko secondary schools. Me wo documents wa ha. Headmasters are omo sign for eduane no. Documents in our Konongo Domasi Senior High School, Presec, Miami, Alma Mater, St. Mary's, St. Monica's, SHS, Mampong, Bogatanga, SHS, Boga, Upper East Region. Omo signatures.
Almost signing.
Omo receive a mono.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mami share also.
Dated 1st and 2nd February. Omo ache emuni nyina. 1st and 2nd. Test results no buy. Me who those documents no. Na me bob buy say me intercept test results na. Nyame enya yadom na test results no enka say emono ye fine, emono ye okay. Unfortunately, me prayers anye ejuma. O kind test results we are. FDA for ka say emono ewo insect infestation. Now it does not comply with the standards.
Okay.
Insect infestation.
That's the report from the
report
FDA.
From FDA 6 February.
Okay.
Mami more testers no officials no almost sign it. They call them analysts. Mary Vivian Hammond.
Okay.
Marian A. Comey. Any Joseph Ofosu Sian. Omunyina almost signatures wa. Meaning say FDA Ashanti omutie ye. OTEC FM de obi atie OTEC.
Yeah.
Omutie. Test results no so reveal say emono ewo high fat acidity. Ewo ha. High fat acidity. We so Bright Abebio Mensa, Marian A. Comey, Joseph Ofosu Sian, omunyana assign. And they say here it does not conform to the compliance standard. We so better me a study.
But me another counter report from the public relations officer of the education ministry.
Yeah.
I mean two nasa because of the time.
Sure.
I mean two nasa mnimu kakra.
Sure.
Or say disputing the MP's persistent allegation, Mr. Kwartin told Accra-based Joy News that the rice was still good to eat and had not expired. The ministry's PRO also cleared that Laments was not fined for distributing unwholesome food, but rather for not getting FDA approval before repackaging the rice. For the records, Laments was fined for not getting authorization for the repackaging of the food. It has nothing to do with the declaration of the wholesomeness of the food, he stressed. Mr. Kwate stated that the rice's best before date was indeed December 2023, but emphasized that this did not necessarily indicate expiration.
Yeah.
So meaning the rice was good to go.
Everything
you know. Everything there jollof me there.
Into FDA test results no. Also, Ministry of Education. OTEC. Yeah, the Yankola school. Me my ejuma with that ministry for 4 years.
Sure.
When parents bring children to our schools, or more expect say young be protected. We are parents. Will you allow, say?
You are the immediate parents, so
yes. Yeah. As parents, will you allow your children to be fed with rice and more? Acco beyond the best before date. Will you allow that? Now, OTA Ministry of Education for almost say, oh, my name FDA for Emma Lamens. And Lamens way, notorious company. Who name say 2021? May Auditor General report. I can read it to you. Paragraph 0603, page 133. Very notorious. Auditor General indicted say distribute unwholesome rice. Into year 2021 Lamens yeah oh my main kind me documents in Diagro. Report of the Auditor General on the public accounts of Ghana pre-university education institutions for the financial year ended 31st December 2021. 2021. This is the Auditor General's report.
2021.
Yes. OSHA paragraph 133. Pardon me, page 133. Page 133, paragraph 608. Supply of unwholesome food items.
Captured by the Auditor
General. Or see, in controversy of Section 52 of the PFM Act 2016, Act 921, we noted that supplies of 65 bags of rice in March 2021 to Presia Huni Valley Senior High and Technical School and 5 cartons of carnation milk to Ansan Gregoire Senior High School by Lamens. Notorious company where Lamens were found to be unwholesome at our time of audit in September, though expiry date on the product was October 2021. As a result, there is a risk that the items will be served to students in times of food shortage with possible health implications. We recommended to the head of the schools to report the matter to the National Buffer Store Company for appropriate action or be held accountable for any inappropriate disposal of the items. Question I say, after this Auditor General's report, Auditor General, I recommended to NAFCO for say, hey, deal with this company. And then is here. Rather, no, instead of dealing with this company, NAFCO for any omo ekoye kanana. ABA omo storage facility ema omo. Say Mumbai rebagging, munkososa, and put our children at risk. A company which should have been blacklisted far back as 2021. Anka Auditor General report where if it had been acted on, Anka this latest Lamens scandal, no, Anka NC. Now, this business of extension, FDMA extension, Minia, Makai all the laws covering these matters, Act 851, your Public Health Act, FDA Fuankasa Emra, any LI 1541, which deals with packaging of food. Minhu under any of the laws, the provisions, and have been challenging people to show us where Emma FDA 4 coins say Omubeye extension. Say, would you any expire? Ube to me abeji extension. Hey, we are all not in this country. FDA 4 and call round shops. Omu who say even you have expired products on your shelves, now more close it down. I'm all fine. Sometimes they even prosecute you. Lamens squad they omuye they anointed. Omuye a special breed. Omudie. When they violate our laws, no, yema omu extension. Now, OTA Ministry of Education for almost say, oh, one name, eduane no, a cop beyond the best before date na, a quality no nkwa ne bafam, but ube to me di.
just say who di more quality ni abafom.
Okay.
Nutritional value no abafom.
But ube to me a consume.
But ube to me a consume. Hey.
I say by and say sir.
And say sir. And yes sir. Ube to me a manage. At least I mean
rice water bean.
I mean, can you believe that? Meanwhile, other countries are almost boosting the nutritional value. Omunim said there's a link between nutrition and IQ and academic performance. Ubekaya Michelle Obama, 8 years now, White House. Ne campaign as First Lady of America was to boost the nutritional value. Ono ne ye junk food and other things out of the schools in America to make sure say omo nutritional value be kosro. Ye dear, ye man kola eduania I spy. You say, oh, munim, quality non abafam. Enti, ye demand say all the officials responsible, as I say, ye arrest you omo, na ye prosecute you omo. The laws are very clear. Me wo letter wo ha laments for ankasa. Omo achro admit say the omo ye no man ye ni ye.
Oh,
wa
from here.
Laments dated 3 January 2024. Ubetumi akan.
So who is defending who?
Yeah. Laments
Investment Africa Limited. Okay, me trying to tell you say unauthorized repackaging of Moshosho rice. We refer to the above subject matter and your letter referenced FDA/A. Okay, that's Ashanti.
Yeah.
Okay, REG, that's original. Okay, ADM, blah blah blah. Dated 29th December 2023. We hereby attach payment receipt for 50,000 Ghana cedis, being half of the administrative charge levied on our company for infractions on Section 103 Clause 1 and 130 Clause 1 of the Public Health Act 2012 Act 851. Yours faithfully, David Ajefi Menson, CEO.
Yeah.
And there I'll say please accept 50,000 of the administration fee for the above. Barbara.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Into company nankasa ajiatum. Oh, Masan Ajefi Mensa or a director of Lamens. There are two directors. Ajefi Mensa and Simon AJ. The question to ask is me wo FDA for internal memo of 29 December. Omwankasa. Original roadmap was that 1, they will move in to stop the repackaging. 2, 15,000 bags at the time of the tip off no. Omobe dispose it ninyana, ombe say ninyana, ombe kwa shit.
Okay.
Any third recommendation, internal memo. We went through chief executive, head of legal, head of communication. Laments bet you 150,000 Ghana cedis. Ebanesena, when were not followed. A mono was not disposed of. 150,000 reduced to 100,000. No cry, you see, or muntia half. They were allowed to pay half. Police for chi or mono, they were all released. Order from above, munja homo. Highly connected. Until they got away.
Okay.
I mean, and then yeah. At least, is it so because of money? Sikanti, we don't care. Say Yankola Bewu. And even this so-called extension, when him say extension now almost to April. Bags now new bags now a mono 2 mono. There was no expiry date. Until how were the headmasters to know, say, a mono after beyond April dear and no they're so dangerous. Meanwhile, checks are my June, July, August. Now way in Colano or Dasu AD in our schools. Because headmasters it was me expose and our headmasters no say, hey, honorable Kujetu, we didn't know. And I asked them also add an emoji and more expiry date in it. So we try to raise it by a show. Transfer.
All right. Last one.
It's really sad.
Most of my taxes never refer as part of the economy, so you restructure them. Now taxes now more tax now better than what you manage your mind.
Mania, say what follow me exposes.
Yeah.
National Cathedral $58 million. Unim dia $58 million bet me aya. $58 million ya dia kwako to amuna kesia.
Yeah.
I bet to me see modern hospital amaya. Sasikana back on Fanochi. You can recognize Confanochi Teaching Hospital.
$58 million.
Oh, it will be totally. Hey, that's a lot of money. A lot of the hospitals are President Mahama commission here. It wasn't up to $58 million. Yes, it can't see about $58 million. Who call UPSA? Who call your universities? Or more see huge hostels, 4-story, 5-story. Just 15 million, 30 million, $10 million, $58 million. And yes, it can't. Walugu Dam, $12 million. You call as MPs to do inspection. You go in rural, any
contract and
any all kinds of
contract and the blocks were our rooms were keeping some of the
rooms. Many are Walugu. Yet you have photo. 12 million. It's blocks. $12 million. Yeah, they top blocks. 10 blocks any $12 million.
You people had said in Parliament it's a mobilization fee.
Mobilization. $12 million. Hey.
Some more approvals can.
But now your name say
we were not there.
But we also didn't know. Yeah, approvals can. Now your name say Omukoye dream nekata. Oh, if it is Anka, if it's just one pile of sand, Anka Mikra I could have provided for free. We didn't need to approve $12 million. Anka made the sand no beko. Ejapa, another $12 million. Almost no munam landing office to rent and all of that. $12 million. Sky Train, $2.5 million. South African businessmen. Omo abeye ya wagadre omoko. Carrie Summers, $6 million. Oba Sputnik V vaccines, $2 million.
Okay.
Drip, over $100 million inflated. Into the year, can I say, all of these scandals, including President Akufo-Addo, the daughters, any business partners, ambulance spare parts scandal, $34.9 million, and also me were OSP and check OSP for the report paper. Ghana for be hun the ecoso. So we hun National Cathedral. Wait for the ambulance scandal. $34.9 million. Spare parts are a year more expensive. Chain ambulance nankasa. Wonders only in Ghana under the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. Inti ye kase, if we stop all of this corruption, all of this create loot and share schemes, no minia. Now you cut it down on expenditure. Aden Ghana, small country, we should have more than 100 ministers. Aden. Inti President Mahama say Oba, not more than 60 ministers. Inti, when we cut down expenditure, stop the corruption, we will not need all of these taxes. Inti, I can confirm to you, say, COVID levy beko. Ghana, any or mine, the whole world. Yet that's why I COVID levy. WHO for my name say Akufo-Addo ni ba omonti ya mama use platform way and remind you almost say WHO for I declare say COVID is no longer a pandemic. Tiye pa macho. Omo declares more than a year ago. No longer pandemic. Into ya bre. Omo Muka said they are moving us from taxation to production. It's now taxation to more taxation and armed robbery. Into COVID levy beko, betting tax beko, e-levy beko, emissions tax beko. And we will make sure say there will be prudent management of the economy. I can give you that assurance.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oba Kumase, Waba Besraye. Yeah, that's it. So pa. Any say anytime you have a Dwabrem no.
Meso medase pa na menda obiase Kumase for me year pa and I'm enjoying my stay here. Ya mention mo nyina.
Edufufu a.
Madufufu.
Okay. Ma una yira wa.
Yeah, fufu nyade.
Really?
Yeah, fufu nyade.
Wow. Obi ka say fufu vivinto.
Vivi comme vivinho.
Akwe. Ma una yira wa sia.
Amen.
All right, okay. Honorable Samuel Oku Jetwa Blakwa na otese meneno 18 komono. Ma me na me home resisi ya ne nto aso.
Don't pass out anymore. Just smoke.
Warehouse.
Election warehouse.
Election warehouse.
Election warehouse. Election warehouse no be until OTEC FM.
If you to abana enye basa basa bia ni honoma esi na de meka ne se rwanda na ka be se 30 days na ye kwa koto aba na se di nim no aya na Ghana no akoye sebe emponchi tokwa omkuku ni kakra na abafom na de mesre ne se ehia sumbie na asumbie ehia me teacher ni sabio sepasa esia meye den na matimi akọ classroom se me kwa akọkira de na beden na nkura no so kra no a omo ye minus no omo matimi abase omo so baba besua de enti de mesre ne se ne esi akura yasumbie mu efiri mra tenten sha ase to aba no boni bia nsie no saa na mesre oman no eye the clergy mesre eye akufuado ene the other political parties a omo ka ho empo ebesi eye ekwedonko a wanya ba biko the replacement and said nipa obaba be replace no na asundua bua na ye nyina yetimi anom ama Ghana so afanfa ho de tikakra metimi aka
yo mpo ya sel kan na yete ma bi ni ti bi bombisi e kate do arba election le kate yete kensula ti bore suma aham ti bor zaba so de zango men en kuntan kaba pa ahoye kenzang ballot box keken to mayina bam bor ba ligrila bam mengla bakuzaba ga bi tana ta kenzang box la katamba mbe yang la kaba pa arti bi keke et kaba tengbe so enwa la ku songte ti belwe yame lampa election time yin ken suivot mba kun yin eduon lampa karwa ma ki wo ge radio ka wom on di wa Ghana nit on di wa Ghana nit ti bori suma am ka ti bo sesiela on di wa Ghana nit on tetana ka tengla so matete yin ken suivot la ba le yin e po ani bi amade ba ka ba pa he ki kenza e yin mar pa ngi yen wa la ko sonte mbelu ya me mabi tu lampa pa ka yin to asego tan fa bi tan ba app bi ka ba pa harba zongo bi ka ba pa harba yam mapang la tamuta do ayatangwa yaban ka suma amtana ta teto wabe kambelu ya me ka yeria so ya me election la yaban ka tengla suma ampone kampo ya zuo
to yanko enua we so na ono so kakra on fan so na yentie no menua odi ni sei
e frame Musa Asoma
ente yebeto aba afutu semben na wode magana fo e fa asumdwe ho abra ente na yebeto aba yi
ma asamne se yebeto aba no yepe asumdwe yempe ntakwa bia yempe bibia yepe de aba magana de aba bia na asumdwe aba yempe se ebikoto aba no ye yina siwa na obi akotam se oribajona akọ saa na anya ade a ababo Ghana to se pesundwe na yepe no yepe na bibia akọ kama ma obia asundwe na yeso pe no Ghana bibia asundwe a so de baba bia wo he Ghana bibia akọ na nkoyie jijina bijima na ye nyina no jima na nkoyie se fa akosoro de baba bia ombo Ghana ne Ghana akoyie na de baya bia no na Ghana asundwe aba yempe ntakwa bibia yempe ade a abasan Ghana asama mo wono to bia nya abotre na nto aba ne yi na bibia kwa kama ma obia na asam no
102.9 Yakoya ya sign aba na me ka se medimafo eba clinic eton safreo se yade bi atete ubia no bura medimafo herbal clinic na onum enya emwa se yade no eye hepatitis A B and C eye adwudwadwudwo ana se osa ho na atochima na wa emre wo mpam na yade bi so afakoti kwan bi so abawura ni paduanim ema akwakofa nsempi di abrewa Bangwaden na fa hoto medimafo herbal clinic so ya oti ya obi oni paduanim ni ade a ekom di wa buwe odide me so abuoi ya na koyen sempi asichire yade so de ne ho agimu a medimafo herbal clinic eton safrel watwema ebuako agogo kwasi ada nyina wonum ya adwuma enti bangwaden afra medimafo herbal clinic 0244 774282 0244 and 0500727215 Donima Steel Complex Limited eton safro se bana danse nioma bomodi afa wani kire wonu maso ye efrin chance ya de board dan so type bia opebia obenya Tropical long span roofing sheet, strips, IBR, step tile, color BL PBR, Tropical aloe zinc, and a galvanized standard size sheet. The air castle, the young castle, roller shutter gate system, new automatic garage doors, Tropical nails, aka Carpenter's Choice. If reading Kumen Kwana Kesium, na binding wire near young rods, Nano, Ninyabi, Dunima Steel Complex Limited. Usia Boss Paper Product Limited, I shall say Dunima, your sister company, and no. Na afe Usia. A Boss Paper Product Limited, I shall say Dunima, your sister company, no. Yes, only money be a Boss Paper toilet tissues, and also you extra soft and extra strong. A boa ma power brabo sumina kona yeno, and noa bomodin, ubogromwa, a bebwao. Na yanyoman so for self-full for so to wetia and out to anway to Nina Kowa to Tumika. Your head office was of Wife Junction, your Bengana Revenue Authority, Tamale, and so Ubu Ramwa, Canvilla, Banking David Junction, and Uncran so Cantaman to your BGCB Bank Touchman. When Chiquan so contain Nania Dombachifi and still Yawo, Fredonima Steel Complex Limited. I was 0244 126625 0244126625 and 0540 101555 0540 101555. Doni medini yebwa yebeka se home of tropical products. Na ya no madishensu ni pH level no osoro kama enkanka wayari ahoto wo no onya dishensu na onuma ebeboa pa esanse ni pH level no ewosoro no e based kama ebeboa ni padua no ama bibia so ay kama efia no pakosi kwasiada no company no aya juma aya addition limited omo wasi share so omo ben absa bank wa hojo efri dwada kosi kwasiada no pa no nsia no ma share juma so na nwure no wotwe na wonum apon ntu be share wonum kai no se obenya sachet water e wo mu bi dispenser bottles wom afi 350 ml aya addition baby adantem 500 ml and 1.5 liters obenya bi omo nso ni bi o cap omo san ya branding so ntu dwumade bi esiu na so no opese oni akonu foni ko nso ni nwura ho no omeya ma opebi etu aton so a omo depo ewo adum ena ba ko so won kran de ne wala boni nti se uboremo kumase opese omde wonum nsuo no besom wa from 0205 326095 0205 326095 ena odun kran so 0273 024979 0273 024979 ana se obefre MD no 0244461754 MTN se or mouse smarter business solution ode abefintentan no eye edi ujuma abrene brebia no MTN the full from crabba or say or friend yellow base into Dwabrem or yellow base no ebeboa pa obama 4G plus router ya 10 GB of data eka ho e free Microsoft Office 365 a genuine Microsoft application or the mau into bomade Dwabrem MTN so ya bibia be koye e dia ma na obetuni wonu madi nkomo wa ba fintintan so mtnbusiness.gh@mtn.com mtnbusiness.gh@mtn.com and obetuni from 0244 3011 8111 0244 308111 and I'll bet you from 100 so 100 na when you made in afa yellow base no eho na bibia so aye kama pa e dia ma ura any leading bookshop kai se obeto perfect series books ni bi ama nkoda no ama matumi akenkan konkan into ura any leading bookshop hwani mni akire se eye perfect series wonum enwa no ebia Ghana Education Service ajatum naka enso approve books no for basic schools in Ghana e free next run kosi JHS ubenya perfect series wonum enwa ni bi na odi ama mbofra no atumi akenkan akonkan ebeboa papa JHS for books ewo ho eye preschool next run ekosi KG2 wonum books o mbehia nyina ebi ho JHS so a free JHS 1 ekosi JHS 3 afi free basic 1 ekosi basic 6 wonum nyina enwa ewo ho Dwabrem okumase omo aputoja omo ban station enankran so dance man first up momodi afre perfect series e was 0243 299938 0243 299938 and 0540 755 465 0540 755 465 perfect series dear channel so say mafra no dachi e won PV memo akwaba kafra mama na adi ensio dada
yes ni adi
say bibi aboko de
oh ade ehwe
you are in town
yeah
the latest birthday man
my the birthday kwasi adabat
that's right yeah
birthday ni na be after December 7th so what I say
e de ni na shem
ni na ko shem remu a genia from 10th no and no birthday bia betimi atwen
ohuza
until say e beto abana wie na afie declare ba umi a winner of this election
wa obedi udi asa bibia atwen
Yeah. We MPP niya never every day some. Say no there. Wow,
grounds work.
Yes, titi from no kwaya adwuma bi.
But yes.
Santa de opamo no mbre ya. Yenyanyi ahome. Na odi abo no to dem na so ntri ya, yenyankwaje ahome.
Mo. Oya there. Bibi.
Yeah.
Saboko.
Oh, nyame da Roma. Boko.
Edemboko.
Boko ndi edi betwa.
Oya there.
Betwa.
Ejebo ede baba.
Nyenya Mose odi ni mapoma kwa ni dia.
Sa.
Nzitwa ni betwa.
Ame kwa asasi jima.
Yeah, bemena.
Yeah, election 2024. Ashanti region ehuru. Na Professor Smart Sapon.
Yeah.
Ede survey aba betudwa. Survey no de abetudwa no. Yegusu aye dwendwene ho a na prof. Menyantie se otie ne nanti kakra. Akwanto kakra bi abanti oni ha. But ye twen eye den obeba sane ya to aba no. Oba nchechem bebre ho aye be. As part of the election 2024. Yeah, moving ahead.
Yeah.
So far so good.
Oh. Comfort. Oh boy, Martana.
Adwuma do ase.
Masa, ma menche busuafo nyina energy bi ashima kuma mu.
Sir?
Ai me de kura.
Okay.
Say asa bibi babia men pa ho ne debi. Oda say ti mani adi. Obi amanya nenye o ya MPP ni a enhwa akoma otimpo.
Okay.
December 7th yabeto aba na wie. Huebe Adianchi 8 ne konen who say you are retaining majority in parliament. This time ya hang no mo didin say hu no parliament no. This time no clear cut majority. Media kurem declare ba omia winner. Na ya die bronya ye asantima mu eni kwasa re ho su krom ha. Yan fancy trim o asantima mu ha. Eni kwasa re ho esi krom ha. Eni kwasa krom ha eye din. I was so chroma and Nigiano Twomwa from December 8 na copy say a baby near New Year, Nasa Dim Ye near Timako, you must so a free canal crown. A bonus a non negotiable and a young quite none your bois. Now the Obayana say about 1 year cotuo and Yamabo a ye say how much no over sorry waka. Na kanem na last ya me de bo koto ma me nana na me ye round chin ko fobenti e border ho me nana ko tena ho a otuwie se ya pa akodi dwa hakra e bo no nu a abrewa ni puma de chere ko dina ho ha kan ya bosi ya ko e baby sa na se sa ba na ye koto no. You have no business to stay in the house. Okay. In this game of numbers no. And tena fie wan to ba ko bi koto ahim. The only time I bet Toba in this very and say MB for Yanko Toba. Pasho team. The only time a brebiano I bet Toba and this business Yanko Toba no MB for Yanko Toba. A Toba, you don't know.
Okay.
And those are baby I ran here. You need boom. If you could 4 time Ebenina, you near by Emre, and people were near by Emre. You need boom. Bandi se weni on be bras ya kwa time na sa no mo de kra bi se e ma watch battery awe ne e dan di se o mo weni aba o mo bre just ya call run off ya wi a ya kwa time na gofo bu ofo no kra no omo de mo ketekete mampole e na weni ba ya weni a e boom no bi akoda what you say enti ye nyina enkoto no boom ya mfa e ma bufo bi nhye mu abana ekoto no sentiment ema bufuo bi enhye yem ne enkoto aba no pie waso ya tugum se ya pa mama beda nia me senior ablakwas me senior because Commonwealth Hall Legon me koy na omo bewi.
Oh okay.
Vandals ndo wono oye vmate onu no crap pass wonka onka no kre no ata se nka me hu ye nka ofiri nka beduru krom ha ka odin kre bedu anim chantro fa mu a batana kenkan ti Bible say bata kenkan fedication so aba koda na kenkan ya wo kan bia no koda nim onfon no mo ba e wo ho. You understand? And so we penny na nka for instance you say a movie ba somewhere last year is December best before date ɛwɔ hɔ wonim sɛ best before date different from expiry date best before date ɛwɔ product bi ho a international law wotumi apply for extension and confer apply for extension up to the following year December FDA fire nhwehwɛmu food research fire nhwehwɛmu India fire nhwehwɛmu ehunu sɛ best before date no ebetumi standing by 3-4 months ya ma wonom still akwase still amona say edi enyi
all right
wonim dwe nyina na we say ya ebehu sɛ woyɛ panin bi a wone ntro ekona ekrana na san kofo no so no ye hia won Ghana mamunum Master Cash wonim sɛ abla kwenda okorho ne ka o bonso mu a 250 million obi wiaye bonso ni fae omo tam sika no omo fa ayintu and this is for the aja sikadicious yakoyanim no Master Cash Commissioner General Kufado so nza Commissioner General isi ekoto aba Cash aba na ekoto muntie ne ye enya kotoko one has one kind of sports unza kanumu de international home correct sports no wutie 7 to 10 no me da ho say ya unza enya kotoko one has one offense enwuma sua papa eka ho unza apomudin papa ka ho akwan papa eka ho social intervention programs and policies eka ho you understand eno na yekoto aba amanfo de hye yebeka so oh amamo ni kra na say economy no granted say kra na de ka asem a fish for ya na mahama yekoto am de ka asemi fish for no first quarter of the year they say you grow by 4.2% better than what we came to meet 2016 say second quarter na e buy no so no you grow by 6.9%. Into this year, no cry fish for say you bet and the year with 5.5% economic growth. It just economy. The way I see a rebound in the crown. I'm a government charges say, "Hey, now go for it." Now then, about to say, "Nem economy so the economy crown, fantastic. Now, share a buying our bar within 4 years. The first term no crown to change. 4 years crown and name more dino. What my commission 4 hospitals. Dako. Alamet, you tell me. Mama didn't fear and watch didn't fear na anefa. The only hospital Mama Timmy commission here from the scratch. Dodoa. Asa. Kwabrania join now so Dako commission.
Okay. Shy Osudoku district.
Yeah, so they will a commission tradia, a commission Sarbonum, a quackers Dobonso, Ako Edisa Swami. And Cheba Comason Kanta. You understand? The ever two your crown, Sabio, Mahama Monty Mafokoto and Yanquan, you are tears everyone. And to a be was antimem, no cotwaba. No, I hear a buyer of Napom de Hua. Ubit Sabronum, at the Jama, no Miade. Now Cotos and Cotowa Mahama, because of the end. Tell me. It is hard ever to abano. Now no one this Limco campaign. Ukudi Bonnet. So October Okega Pete Kufado, Bonia Okudino, Oshena, Mahama Tadi, or Kano the Bonswatch baby. Ye, drone. Ya dear drove him and Pocomano. And when now, why, they say, that campaign you cry. In Joko Choban or just animal winner. Dialysis December 1st. Dialysis free. Obia kidney problems biana DBA so dialysis biano. December 1st, a free. Na sa na ma na ma ma ndis for no onom nwene ho omo na nwene ho da emfa obodi fie nan victimization born no ba bidi Ghana for atia ho onkwane mampani a wanya mfie ngochi anko bu afu Ghana for enu ntin fa na tede me ba de a me nim ba betiam o ma mama ya ma o ma o ba je de ba de hwe akwan a ye ba ye Chakwan ba ye hwe obi te afidase obi to oyoko obi te kumawu obi te santimampon akrofon so obi twem ko banko kosi achia sa kwan ya ye kwan no wo so ontuma na hama say because of what you tell me obi te daban ampa me kwanuma konkoli o ti ase etwam kwampa yo ho nyina akokosi saa pachi ho no na tadakwa no ho no wo se saa nipa no anas kane no ne kwan ofaso a ne hu putuo no onkota o mahama say because of what me dinu ho amenti ase hwe yete krom hai o sabre o ba opon odwuma na wo kɔ atonsu wo ne ade a udu briwe say apa na osugu yem tu hwa kwan ya kana akwan ya progu krom ha enti wo enya no wo say ne memu ayeden enti mi amisi ne kuta blakwa mu voter region ho 2012 MPP na 7%, 2016 na 10%, last election na 14%. Mahama cry ebo ho bena o bibi akwa kire wo no mo nto ba ne yema mo e aveten ho pentin kwa betwa ntora fam kromu ha ya bopo yasipo na wie ya toma mo she na no central market kayeti aho ntoto ana ayiri no omoye 1 meter wire na omu na yesu 1 meter no kwa ya abosoma omu hu de omu ye omu hu and this for sandwich money bi no akwa bi so oton bet ene in the say watch e de board down na kwa ya phone so kwa watch wo so ne adinti kwa watch e board down kwa no and this for one onum che enu ti oje microphone na ba rum ya no on kan come say kan e mai so gu wu nya so ya je microphone fun sam kan akwanu hancho na odinam ho no enti se say no ya fa ho adwun okrom ha we say ko to pay wa so one touch yempa one of bia o say die bro nya okrom ha na no nyina nkoda masakas na nkwana we Jesus na o masati free snare school na o obi nya o Jesus to Jesus wa na obede obeko education no o se mama mra o be dey na o mese no maka se yanka se e ba ye no o aduane ne nya ene e ba ye no sa de Akufo de call for you no 3 years no ta no mbeye anu ntina bill e de call parliament no omo hu say yekoje atumya ne mra o Ghana ha say aban bia ba wontimi ntwa education nim ti no and this for to parliament moment mi ko bi no because the bill is ready say de be ya ombo muntimi ntwam nti no because Akufo the legacy and Tanzania ne yanka say adno kra nye wa anye ne ye ne yentwam say be ya Ghana for na Akufo because etena ho a kwan bia so no e ba be ye MPP Akufo the legacy say de Akufo de capitation ba ya abaye grant ne ba ya ne nkrako school free or basic level no Akufo da no so Akufo da no so say or the education aba enten ye betwam say be ya sa din ya mma Akufo don ka ho
okay
enu ti sa ne man nyina no so no cash e wo ho aduchum fantastic aduchum chena no ya ete schools a on project on commission o TV so na ba na to nentima because hini bia mpuntu e wo ni krom enema efe ani bie ani tia ba na ete so no enya nkankan ketengete ma fe na au coffee of your odegoso anapa ya tu kwa na che
mami ko tie TV
and this phone message bia ade no e go fit mo say e dewu me hu abato am ye confidence in said this election no me so confident say just say be say mrantem esesaman oba na ehu obudu na ehu bi ka mrantem na ese anajo odese ade nsantem mrantem ne ento na afi ni bo na afi mahama ye reta no kra na mo mfa masan pa bi mfa
meda se me pacho ye ntin kai boy na ye hye ne so ababa wanya infrihia no aduasan 34 years of age your friend Rosemond afi say ababio na oye nipa tuntum na wakatwi ene brofo na ntia yensa kan se wo frifie ewo eye ebuakwa eye na anu fiada etwamu eye 22nd November afi mu a na efri sada no a wo frifie no wonya emafie biem 34 years of age ti yesrew ni foni na eda eye ye Facebook no eswo no Rosemond afisai ababio ni din eno no wakatwi ene brofo ofrifie eye ananu fiada no wonsa mabiem nti yesre wada se ohia eye Rosemond afisai ababio ewo babia bomodia fa no ben eye police station bia ben wo na fa ɛyɛ number yi ɛto hɔ why Mr. Wo ɛyɛ 0553 014483 0553 014483 and 0244 211892 0244 211892 mepacho onsa aka number yi die police station bi ade ne bewura bia obetumi de number no kra agya apresifo no said de beya na wofo ensa beka no or 34 years Rosemond Afisai Ababio o free fie anano fiada no o ma fie biem yada se bomodia no bata nsunu why Vivi
cash
election 2024
cash asima won
say opodi adi wi an sa na ato endro kakra ni akọ
wa ben papa
sa
wa ben papa cash say research na why no cash ija wum papa so ka 2008 first round na Kufuor nya 49.32 Professor Miss nya 47.76 then you call by election amboa you call yana you become camera to na pampem confusion ko see time sabe dia sa si Jamaican ya ye big boss sisi abonten Ghana then Ghana now e me ko wu free en kure di banku a abawo mu school feeding health insurance na temu anamboa Kufuor si emergency fufuro kwa ne ba ben people na cash me si nsuo no e de kremoko usu busa kremoche baby ado enya ye kawie na de menka se sponsor pon cash wa ben se nanu de ya wasande bai ba o mienda 49.1
ai
o ma pesa ma 45.8 cash ye na si
chichim
what is 14 I drop first position
and that screen so no
what is 14 I drop first position I bet dana so ko event no foto Colombia de be fa against double numbers na ibia na atwe pe smart wa ben assembly na no aka to one
what can say me see na
ye ma so won tase second one ye ko eno anu e be dane
sa
e be me se fatu ageni na no wole be tudalo the C 2008 no 49 49 wo dan no wo twa be nye yi 94 enye ye 94 wo dan enye ye cash ti ade na sponsor point yan there cash eja wo papa eja wo ne na mama ahon to so so afere baby ye du no edu kena cash yedu kena said ye Kufuor 49 ye dan no a 94 emoloto no saa na wisu de emoloto agane ye beto abana be wi say ye ko second round no na difference in parliament is na 29 and na me san ka kire obiem me say na ye say
29
na ye say oh sika jema bi no manyabre me say na difference ni ye say cash come on
o say 29
asasi jema na difference ni ye say 29 this way Tikash agoro ayeden esi agoro si
city we are sure
I'm telling you this sponsor point and function
o research
because run of be anyone a favor incumbent
but matter so almost say depending on the seat it is a 29 na o 29 na nto a
my catch there was a cash who's a 14 and drop first position I bet that's on co-event or Photo Colombia they will against double numbers now. Me can say even 29 antro. And to say about my show 49.32, 49.1. Say what done it 49 80 me monoton I'm on and that's one more 49 and cash and 1 year and 1 year smart wa ben papa me so watch asosofo ni na ya wie
sir
na won say Muhammad ya no 45.8 was under him 8 akiki gas case close
aba no we ni simple san
what dan me say see a done in 2008 anye yi no sana fi nye yi 49 ne tu say 49 onya ba ene the smart ayi sisi no 49 we kwa enya kwa said ye done bo won ba kun sa na be yo unso asasi jime kan hospital salamboa akwan ye yie we ye yie muso kristo ni bia won kan kure wa sa se count your blessings name them one by one unso akwa no na we ye ne ba no muso kristo ni bia to sa no pe no unso won kan kwinti na we ya ye dai aba ewe ne wo no sa be no e ma kwa wo free health insurance school feeding no mtim bu say NDC for there power na mo ba ye so okay na somebody sabonten Ghana now no no say ever ka 5 into full time here na president go for e baby emergency ya the helicopter be sisi ho bon from say papa afem say ko for say there power no ba ye enu nanaku falo akobi kuma say ayi Arome bridge unimbo comment ça Arome bridge atafwa enu akobi sia chakitama kufo ko bi mesi dam sia o nana mo sia behwe
David
o kan ye wo be kan de asasi jima je na be kan asasi jima je na be ka o mesi wo afi se nyame ammo o ka be se mamponkunu mo cash sapon wa ben papa men so tia so me ko bi me na me se me ja so ko asema ka chono
research
asema na da ho no only number of sister ya give you some friends 2008 ko check it say ya e dim no mo bro ni ma so ni aboway health insurance school feeding free maternal care leap one ni na project si twaso Ghana now me boa golden age of business ni brusu ku yeso ewi echi na wo mako nyesi abonten pass no way ti 49 no now dane 49 enye ye now dane 45 be 54 once obi asofo ken na obi asi Muhammad saying 54 enye cash maybe cash maybe wodi yanko de yamba dada mutu saji matu mo maybe nya me yo hinyo Muhammad nyam ye asema da hono enga ye kawie mesi am before cash woma kwaje bosan beton powder opebrim ayaka cash won go bia woton powder opebrim enya mfa soda ebe ya oka na wana eto eni bi no muyi agenda 111 drone na no mi ko wura fie mo suman kwa hini fie ha me ko house to house mam bi se obumi nkan obumi kwa se na mam ni se mi MPP ni wo se mo nse mu na mu die no ye ne abanti fie ha ni nso sika boda ho 4 months won ti ai wo ko delegates meeting ba ko ba ya akwa be polo ho kanyina mam se ya ne ja kwa se ade chi no kwa koto akoko wa ya jollof o sin ko ti bi kwa mi ni mi se identify akwa ma wo mo no sina ye na ye koto aba no edima ba aba mu no ye na mo le ma ye cash we anko research ni mo ekikia wo mo na me no tifie ye na obi adi nsuo ka o committee ba ya wa buka 7,000
meeting banko
e de be pro ho ka ofie o me de da so bo ho ka no an jollof nkati mam ni so ho eti cash nyam nam dana se na me na me dana se baby adri cash aye kawie bibia ni wa dane bibia ni wa badane unse sa be sunim ade is significant ba no o ma she so for last you and said so me intelligent ye and somebody intelligent we no ma sha se ne pese ko fo ja hu skato ho no ja hu skato ni na cash
94.49
yes o dane 54% then that 0.8 case close atase akron for famniema ombra he okay 2 minutes Japan cash close look at me nko
yanko
close look at me cash
doctor
anti tepakashia ebo phone no close no books no payment and then you close books
at the water phone
one thing nka tepakashia
sir
sha ebo phone no cash we close no books no one no
Yapon
no payment
Yapon
asase nko
asase ne monko
yanko so nko Watch out!
Election 2024.
Watch out!
As I say, manager. On some penny 40, no.
When?
And you also chair, no, so chair.
Yeah, no, be ancha. Yeah, chair, better for so. Tomienko. Chair.
Nadia. Boot for food.
Ah, no, madam, for what is schedule. Yet, I come now to cushion, man, but send only cushion one day. I don't know, dear. Will be an inch, yeah. One fine charm down, Debbie, and one uncle. No fast so be sem yanko na mo sem bi ka che be sem
oh so wa sem bi ka che nti munti asem no da etanie hu from abako na kwai mike no susi so
oh da be you see there na me ka be sia ne say say the PV can me na ya adwene say me na ya adwene say
o
say I say the mother
and so papa
any victory be papa ada me to be ya catch I dey share for say me so me box back
mate
na me 7 me to ba ni we ni kura me
mate
abudu nso no e mo de yi asase me nko
Pepper Plus Pavi and plasmos. Oh, I love Ghana.
Yes. Unya hoden. Na what to so I enjoy sa and pa we nyina. In fact, the ye kan ye sere ye ni agi obi nya obesere. But doc said ye ne honam ye ne ya ne ti eye ne ya. Na pone na poso ye ne ya no osere kra na ye ne ya mo. Pepper Plus Pavi plasmos. Asema ye kan nyina ne say ma ohu enye din. Enti nroi yamana ya available ewo shops ni nyina mu ti ba bia otime nkan fi bia no dwobe ya ne se obekọ drugstore pharmacy over the counter ba bia ye ton aduro bia no onya aduro ha wo se o pe Pepper Plus ne miense ni nyina bi na doc adanse a eba no obi se doc na me yafunu aye kese pa me gye me ho a enje but me sha se me nom Pepper Plus Pavi plasmos no yafunu na aye kese abro so no enei bibia etumi aye kama mi ankasa so metumi feel free obi sina ne boa no ene hyehye no obi nsa na ye titiriti sabio otenemu kura nyeyi ewo ho ana ewo so oso ade mu a utumi hu se ne nsa ewo so ankasa Pepper Plus Pavi and plasmos amane well being no ayuki imagine obi a enura nwumere ofre me o se Saturday no ena okunya Pepper Plus Pavi ne plasmos capsules se capsules aya o ka ho sem bebre na nipa bebre adwen so nko so 7 months na ne mensesima
wow
nti okoje Pepper Plus Pavi plasmos capsules for so ne de aduro num ye ne din ti topaye no enu anwumro frame o se doc mi aduro ye adwuma saada 7 bosome nso a na ne menses ema aba enu anwumro frame o se Saturday ya doc ena mekonya Pepper Plus Pavi plasmos capsules misra o monitor program o hwe yen ana o tie yen se o pese o nipadua na ankasa boa wo ema wapom eye den a eye Pepper Plus Pavi plasmos intera mekasa wo de assume even without admitting se yare ni Ghana ha yaduane aye di na free from chemicals a edi o ha bebrew yensuo no ha bia eni ho ato so de na yeto no chemical free.
Okay.
Just say, oh, perfect. Wow. You find see in a state of very, very good health. ɛno na yɛsrɛ sɛ toa so nom hepa plus pavi plasmos
hepa plus
pavi ɛna plasmos nom ma hoɔden mmra wo nipadua nim na ɛnɛ mede me number ɛhyɛ daa ma me personal line ebia mpompo bi tetew obi ɔsɛ bi na ɛha no typhoid obɛkɔ hospital ebia lab bia no yɛsɛ typhoid you typhoid so yɛ moawa sɛbe untumi claim ownership sɛ me typhoid ei hepa plus pavi plasmos binom na ɛmoa wo ma bibia so nkɔ yie
power to the people
power to us obi sɛ doc me so me deɛ no yɛ me to ase a ɛtwetwe me obi nan ayɛ ne tufutufu obi wɔ hɔ no ma bribia no na ase n'ani so ebribri no obi wɔ ha ne ho yɛ ne basa obi wɔ hɔ no ma na ayɛ sɛ bibi ne nanam ne skin no obi bɛdware awie no obi ti ne ho saa o haw no sɛ deɛ si fateɛ no sɛ yɛ oti ɛna edwa o kenkenken oyɛ dwuma ɛwɔ awia so obi deɛ ogya ho sɛ deɛ heat no ɛbɔ wa ɛde ahommerɛ bi ɛbrɛw wakɔ run labs yi yɛka se ABCD ɛde ayam hyehyɛ abeto so ana yɛka 1 2 3 no ɛde ohu soronko bi aba abeto oni wabusuafoɔ so mesrɛw bɔmɔden frɛ me o fra o se doc hepa plus pavi plasmos no menom ne sei na me nso matumi nya me results me number no 0542 77 85 72 0542 77 85 72 na 059 13 67 898 059 13 67 898 owa manonia ye betumi de nuo ni bi abraw ebia wo ho mmere bi ebia sabio diabetes bi akomayare bi ulcer bi yare bi ehunahuna wo obi man so mesrew ye ma pomuden mapano onso atumi experience bi wo obi man so for address and information bia for 0542 807 907 0542 807 907 yes hepa plus pavi and plasmos kai say nuo no ne bo no ensesan
okay
20 cedis each na ne capsules no ne nsuo ni nyina no 2020
okay
ntimema obi hunahuna last time obi frɛ se doc na moye ne say dia de sika na mompa na ene capsules no de gu konko mu kra no ne bo no aburu 20 dabi
wapomuden ho hia
wapomuden ne hia yen ye pese suku ni bi no mbe maame abrewa bi obi oye bodwa no so oyi 20 cedis a obenya pavi 20 obenya plasmos oyi 20 obenya hepa plus regardless say OPEC capsules say OPEC ninsuo esese ye ne choice deɛ ɔpɛ bia no with 20 Ghana cedis no obenya bi no watumi ayi so in fact sɛ obi kura 60 Ghana cedis no a ɛsɛ sɛ nnuro miɛnsa ne nyinaa no otumi nya bi sɛ ye ne nsuo sɛ ne topa ye obowura baabi eton aduro bia na 60 cedis no obenya hepa plus pavi plasmos na kai sɛ aduro no ɛboa ma wapom esisi so na egyina yie ɛne nti sɛ yare wo ho yare ni ho uhia sɛ ohun bɛkɔ so ayɛden na yɛntumi nka we no ayɛ independence no meaningless just say linking it up ebia yo bema sɛbe enim guasie bi nti ama wo nom China duro o no mema bi aduro bi ma de yare ne ɔhaw bi ɛbrɛw yɛn de yɛ kan sɛ ma wo ho nyɛ den wo ho yɛ den sika ebeba obotom sika nso ne bema aside ni nyina no fa kodu bi tutu akiri na kodudie no na sena me board driver for aba so so steady ya but teacher for ya take over enyezo
say for no
they are sharing teacher for ye niema eboa o doc asise no me minimum ana ye me ya me tia na ye me ya me boa no ana ehye me on say sometimes teacher ni no onya time kra ni di ye a teacher for boy abaso bu nso be frɛ me ye madam e wo school we mu sebe na me nso me wo how we ni we because schools ni bi wo ha me nka we mfa sorry schools ni bi wo ha teachers ni student ni nyina use the same washroom
okay
eti sebe oye madam a oye equally exposed to or how na nkora no different
na kwa multiplication of infections
o se doc ama mayo bankasa na de ma amani agene say teacher for ma ni bi di atadwe so to akiri
wow
ama they are also madamin.
Okay.
Madimaze.
Okay.
Helper plus Pavi. And a plasmos. So what do you mean can all your bema?
All right.
Try kwadu no free 3 air kubiano. Obeti di enti e kase ma kwadu die hu hia. O your ba, o pese o ma asem no so ya. O nom Helper plus Pavi plasmos. Obia nsi watadwe ho kwan. In fact, obia no obetumi adese franchise obi. So me mo nwi atadwe. Ana o your bema na yeso me kufa kwadu ntutu achi. Da bi kwadu num ensia bi enye bone. We enye ade bi e boro so. Me number isu betumi afre. O se doc Shira me kwanya mefa so anom Helper plus Pavi plasmos a me maximize the benefits no.
Okay.
0542 77 85 72 0542 77 85 72 and 059 13 67 898 059 13 67 898 Owa manonia Helper plus Pavine plasmos ubetumi anya so mfa so ho nom 0542 807 907 0542 807 907 Helper plus Pavi plasmos baby otimi nka bia no mesra ubetumi anya bia nom we yenkoto no abodin bia yekogi binom in fact when you ben asokore mampon kra de vitpat wo ho ukra 50 Ghana cedis a
o de bema
mo wonya bi dia cheke wo so
wasu
po fa hwe Helper plus Pavi and plasmos me sorry ya no frame na ye nin komo
0542 77 85 72 0542 77 85 72
and 059 13 67 898 059 13 67 898 yeah Helper plus
Pavi
and plasmos
me da say ya kan ho
Dwabrem